This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diecast podcast, Season 5. That's right, we made it for half a decade so far, half a decade of Dungeons & Dragons, goofy and wacky adventures, and people making mistakes and dealing with consequences in a D&D game. It's, just your usual bunch of dorks hanging out around the table, rolling some dice. Here we are, Season 5, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We're going to jump into the new campaign. We have a whole new cast. We have a whole new adventure, and just for some context, this takes place exactly 1 year after the Tomb of Annihilation. The death curse has been solved for a year. Waterdeep has been booming. It has been busting with economy, adventures, the gold, the dragons are flowing freely and everywhere, but with some consequence. So we'll get right into it. As always, you can find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. You can find us on any app that plays a podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and Spotify. And of course, if you just want the direct download from our own website at www.flyingthestudio.com. I will see you at the break. We have a couple of small announcements that we're working on, but let's just jump right into it. New cast, new adventure. Let's see what the world brings us. I hope everyone enjoys it. Welcome to the Diecast Podcast, Season 5 of No Longer the Tomb of Annihilation. It is now Waterdeep Dragon Heist, half a decade of doing Dungeons & Dragons, which is something phenomenally strange to me. But thank you for listening. Thank you for coming along. We have a whole new adventure, a whole new cast of people ready to go. So I'm going to go around the table before we get started with our cast of players and characters. To my left, you've known him, you've loved him. He's almost died a couple of times. Miles, please introduce yourself and as much or as little of your character if you want.
Hey, it's me again in all 5 seasons, baby. I'm Miles Baker. In this campaign, I shall be playing Wiggins, Waywocket, Umpin, Krempernept, Sprocket, a rogue who will later take the Arcane Trickster path. He's in Waterdeep to open up his own business. He's gonna start selling some magical wares, and is excited to meet his new friends.
All right, and across the table for me, new player to Dungeons & Dragons, new cast member, Stephanie. Would you please introduce yourself and please submit your essay on why you've decided to play Dungeons & Dragons?
Well, I have come here for the anxiety and to learn. I'm never played Dungeons & Dragons ever before. So this is a brand new experience for me. Forgive me, be kind, please. I am playing a dark elf named Amalica, Emma. And she is a sorcerer. I don't know what information I'm supposed to give here because I'm new and I know nothing.
As much or as little as you want.
She is basically really, really street smart, but pretty dumb otherwise. I guess that's the gist of where we're going here.
Street smart, book stupid.
Yeah. No schooling for her. And we're going to see where this all goes. And I'm excited, you guys.
You know what doesn't deflect a knife on the streets? A book.
I mean, it could.
It's
Not a practical book. And to my right, we've seen him before in the Brightwood Academy playing the legendary Fallen Leaf. He has come to join us for this campaign of Dragon Heist to find out what's going on in Waterdeep. It is Adam. Please introduce yourself and your character as much or as little as you want.
Hello, my name is Adam Beret. I'm playing a Aasimar warlock named Yosev. I'm here because of anxiety too, and I've built a character who is cool with all the things in the world that I'm not cool with, and I'm interested to see how we will go together. Basically, Yosev is a religious zealot. He grew up in isolation on an island. He worships a very particular kind of sort of like a cosmic STI that he believes will end the world. And more will be revealed. Possibly even to me.
Your essay was much better than mine.
See me after class. So just as a heads up, we are doing 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, the module Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I've changed a couple things to make the story our own and just tinker with some stuff a little bit. And just so you know, as we said before every other campaign, we are not a game of rules. We're going to mess things up. We're going to get things wrong. So if you're looking for people who adhere strictly to the tenets of the rule book, you're not going to find that here. We are going to fuck things up pretty bad.
So many rules, guys.
So I'm not going to learn how to play.
No.
You're going to learn close enough.
It's fine.
You're going to be learning adjacent right now.
I like it. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm really going to rules lore the shit out of this season.
All right. Are we ready to begin?
I'm super excited. Let's do it.
All right. So it is Waterdeep in the wintertime. It is exactly 1 year since the death curse has been solved. The curse breakers have come back from the lands of Chult, claiming they have dissolved the soulmonger that was causing death to be more permanent than people were accustomed to. Adventuring parties didn't go out as much, and the PC market or the adventurers market dried up quite a bit. But now that the death curse is gone, business is back. Waterdeep is flourishing, and the money has come rolling back in. Jobs get posted on tavern boards, as fast as they go up, they come off just as fast. They are flying. It's hard to find work in Waterdeep right now if you're of the adventuring type. It is also, as money comes into the city, crime also comes into the city as well, because the big three, having made a ton of resources off of Chult, namely the Centurine, the Xanathar's Guild, and the Knife, have all been successfully plundering and exploiting resources inside Waterdeep and outside. Thank you, Group A. Thank you, Evan, for propping up those crime organizations well in advance of this campaign.
Yeah, we've really helped out the criminal element in 4 seasons of this podcast. Heroes adjacent also.
So what has happened in the past year has been a summer full of strife, of an autumn full of terror, as street crime is on the rise. Stabbings, muggings, arson, assassinations, safe houses and buildings changing hands different times between the various different 3 organizations. There's been a war afoot between all 3 of the factions, and it is dangerous on the streets of Waterdeep to be out sometimes late at night, because you never know when the factions are conflicting or going to come into fisticuffs with each other. Throw some fists, catch some fireballs, essentially, is what's been going down. Your group has been together for, I'd say, since the summertime, trying to find work, but work is not as present as it usually is, because at Waterdeep is the place to come to find a quest, an adventure, a journey, and those things are going quick and they are hard to find. And it's getting a little hard to find a place. Real estate prices have gone way up and become exploded, inflated, and unaffordable. And yes, I am paraphrasing Toronto as.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be more of a fantasy city.
It's feeling real.
So poor.
And employment opportunities are way down, because as soon as one comes up, boom, out the door it goes. So that's kind of a consolation, trying to just drown your sorrows. You find yourselves at the Yawning Portal, which is the hub of adventurers, the hub of quests and quest givers inside Waterdeep and the Sword Coast. It is Waterdeep's adventuring club, and is known for the giant yawning portal in the middle of the tavern, where essentially it's a multi-100-foot pit that goes down to something called the Undermountain, where it is rumored that Durnan, the owner and proprietor of the yawning portal, crawled out of the pit with a whole bag full of cash, bag full of treasures, and has kind of been alive for maybe a couple hundred years longer than he should have, and is now kind of the proprietor, the facilitator of adventurers inside Waterdeep, and for adventurers to go off and find their journey, find their glory, find their fortune, or find their unfortunate mishaps and doom. So you sit around a sturdy wooden table lit by a brightly burning candle and littered with plates of cleared food and half-drained tankards. The sounds of gamblers yelling, drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out the off-key strumming of a young bard 3 tables over. Then all the noise is eclipsed by a, "You pig! You kill my mates, does ya?" Then a 7-foot-tall half-orc is hit by a wild swinging punch from a male human whose head is shaved, covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles and roars, "Roar!" and leaps at the tattooed figure. But before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clutters around them. What do you do?
Well, I was really just looking for a drink, but maybe we should break up this fight, guys.
I don't know about that. I think we could just lay low and chill out here.
I would enjoy watching the fight happen and not stop it.
You're a real weird guy, you know that?
Well, I'm in a good mood tonight. Nothing comforts me like staring into this abyss and watching human violence explode all around it.
All right, let's order another drink then.
Let's see how this plays out.
All right. You do notice that the crowd is getting kind of like the schoolyard. Fight, 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 fight. As you see, the Yawning Portal is more of a smaller tavern with this kind of stacked on top of each other. It's just clones of the same floor, up and up and up and up and up. And you can see everyone. It's almost like the Globe Theater in England, where you see people just coming running to the banisters. They're all pointing, like throwing their drinks down. As you see this giant 7-foot half orc, she begins to like grabs the neck of the bald-headed individual who threw their first punch, grabs him just one hand, one meaty paw around the throat, and just dropping haymakers right on top. You hear like those dull thudded like Rocky punches, like thunk, 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 as he doesn't even get a punch off, as she is just wailing away on him. And that's when the other 4 individuals, when this just essentially a meat sack of punches gets dropped to the ground, the other 4 just jump right on top of her. You see blades being drawn out, and she pulls out a small sword herself as a full-on scrum begins to ensue. You see the crowd around the actual yawning pit itself begin to kind of like make way as people get pushed back, and you can see them kind of like rigor back and forth on the edges of the pit. As you see Durnan from behind the bar say, "Oi! You two, or no fighting in here anymore. It's busy enough without you idiots trying to cause a scene. I'll need you to get out right now." And as you see the crowd begin to intervene and try and separate them, I'm going to need everyone to give me a perception check. First dice roll of the campaign.
So you grab that guy.
The D20. Yep.
This one. Okay.
You roll it and add your perception check.
That's a good first roll for the season.
18?
Oh my god! Yeah, and then you have a perception score on your sheet there. It's
Yeah.
alphabetical in the skills.
Should be on the left side of the page.
Yeah, towards the bottom.
3.
Plus 3, so 18 plus 3, so 21 for you.
I don't have a perception score.
It's just alphabetical at the bottom there. So it's just your wisdom score plus that.
Plus 2.
So it'd be 0 actually. So you just got what's on the die.
6.
I got
Fight! Isn't she glorious?
I rolled an 18, so 21 for Waywocket.
All right. So as you see, the half orc looks like she's starting to stagger a little bit. It doesn't look like it's from any wound she sustained, but you do notice that there is one cut on her shoulder. It seems to be festering a little bit, and possibly some type of envenomated effect is happening to her. She begins to, almost like she's drunk, like just kind of like half swaggering around. But that's not the real thing you notice, is that you actually hear kind of this deep pitched roar that's like, and it just kind of reverberates as something from the tunnel or from the pit is making its way up to the top. As you see like these big green clawed hands pulls itself up to the side.
Guys.
And launches into the air, and almost that unanimous of the bystanders in the bar, you hear someone yell out, "Troll!"
Oh, guys.
As you see it stand, this big, long, hooked nose, long clawed fingers stands 9 feet tall. And you notice that it has these small little bats that are attached all over its body, and they all have these little proboscises stuck in. And you seem like just drawing out blood as it goes. As I'm now going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, jeez.
So what did the perception do? Just
It gave us more information about what was happening.
Yeah.
okay.
You weren't surprised by the troll coming up.
Gotcha.
there.
sweet.
Okay, cool. And then we're doing. Sorry,
Initiative. So you roll the d20 again,
Okay.
and then you add 3.
6, so 9.
Yeah.
What am I adding to this?
It's a flat 0 for you because your stats are a real mixed bag.
What a world. What a world.
All right. Amalica, or sorry, how do you pronounce your name again?
I was going Amalica.
Amalica. All right. Amalica, what did you get?
9.
So that's
Wait,
D20.
it's 6 plus 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get it's out of practice, Johnny. What you doing? Ooh. And there goes that. All right, Waywocket.
Oh man, so fast. 23.
Woo!
So far I've rolled an 18 and a 19. This is great. This is great. The feeling.
Okay.
feeling
So
lucky.
this one was So we did perception before, and then this one is
Initiative.
initiative. I'm sorry. I'm
Towards the
trying to
top there. Yeah, no.
Oh, no, it's all right. Yeah, and if you ever need to ask a question, just stop and ask, and we'll be happy.
Okay. I'm trying to absorb and pay attention and also engage. So my brain is just everywhere.
I always say the best is learn by playing. So yeah, but again, if you need a question, don't worry. Don't feel bad about stopping to ask. You got to know it, and we got to share it. So
Okay, cool.
fire away. Adam, what did you get?
I rolled a 2. I don't know what's going on, but I love it.
Sorry, and your character's name is
Oh, Yosev.
Yosef. That's with the Y or a J?
With a Y.
Yosef.
Yo.
There we go. All right, I'm just gonna put some minis on the table.
Did you see what's coming out of the pit?
This is what you've been missing all along.
I'll say.
Oh, bats. You want me to make them numbers, John?
Oh yeah, that'd actually be super useful. Thank you.
1, 2, and 3.
Alrighty, so Waywocket, you see 3 of these, which are commonly known as sturges, essentially like mosquitoes the size of bats, and they seem to be hovering over top of the head. You see the troll come out, and this troll's body is covered with these things. It looks like it's not a scream of aggression; it's more of a scream of pain, and it's just been driven insane by these bats just constantly feeding off of a regenerating troll, which is probably the best meal for a sturgeon, a worst feeling for the troll. But it is your go. You get to go first.
Geez, guys. Okay, you guys got this, right? Yeah, you got it. And then Waywocket pulls out a little piece of fleece, draws a box around him, and an illusionary box appears around Waywocket.
You see, poof, bamf, this wooden box, very Solid Snake style. Just
It's like a roughly hewn wood box. There's eye holes you can see out of, but he's just in the box.
is the box on the chair or on the table?
It's just around me, so I'm still sitting in the chair because
Yeah.
I'm pretty short. But it's 5 feet by 5 feet. There's just a box around me now.
All right, and you see this little wooden box with 2 little eye holes and these 2 little eyeballs just bugging at the peepholes. On turn 20, you see the crowd begin to part, and as everyone kind of freaks out and tries to give distance of the troll, which is just swinging wildly in the air. The Sturges are going to go next, and we got 3 people there. So
I'm in a box.
He loves that box.
it would go for Waywocket, but Waywocket is currently in a box, and Sturges are not the smartest. So that is going to go after Amalica. So take number 1 and fly it over towards Amalica, please. As you see, it just kind of buzzes and flies over, and you see kind of it's more aiming with the pointy proboscis as it's looking for a target more than anything. And it's going to take an attack at you. Hiya! That is a 10 versus your AC.
So you're seeing that little shield-shaped guy there.
Okay. 13.
Perfect.
Ooh.
You dodge out of the way as it slams down on the table. You see little splinters of wood come off the top, and that is it. The next one is going to go for Amalica as well. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. There's 50-50 chance.
I regret getting another drink.
It's the booze.
Are these the bad things that were stuck in it? Or
Yes.
these are additional things? Oh, okay.
That is going to be a 13 versus your AC.
13.
Yeah, so that so ties always go to the attacker, so that's going to be a hit.
Ouch.
My D4s. That is going to be 3 points of damage as it sticks into your shoulder. And you notice that actually latches onto you and just kind of like grabs tight. As you now have a mosquito bat stuck to your...
I hate it.
And the last one is going to go against Yosev. All right. Ooh, I'm sorry. That's a natural 20 from the DM.
Oh my god, that definitely hits me. Gah! Ugh.
So your maximum HP just goes down a little bit.
Okay, so what do... Oh, help me.
Oh, so you should just do this on like
Just
a,
like
like a notepad or whatever.
Yeah.
Here.
Do you have like a spare
There you
sheet?
go.
Thanks. So I just write
You took like 3 damage.
HP.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Your HP is maximum, like at the top, I think it's 9 or something.
Yeah. And Yosef, you see this one go right into the center of your chest. You're taking 6 points of piercing damage.
Ah!
You see Dernan from behind the bar yell out, "Oh, bloody trolls!" as he pulls out this this 2-handed greatsword, and he jumps over the top of the bar, jumps to the side of the edge of the pit, and jumps over top. Oh, yeah, you got a mini there, perfect. Yeah. He's going to take a choppy chop at the troll. That's not good. That's a 9 and a 12, which is going to miss the troll, as you seem more concentrated on balancing than actually doing landing a hit. After that is the troll. Troll's going to take some attacks at Dernan. It's a natural 1 and a natural 2. Ooh. NPCs are not rolling well right now as he comes swifting away. It's all these sturges just drawing blood out of the troll. It seems to be giving it trouble. Amalica, it is your go. You've seen Waywocket. You've got a sturge attached to your shoulder. You've got another one buzzing in front of you. One is attached to Yosev, so you can either spend an action to rip the sturge off, or you can do an attack, or you can do essentially anything you want right now. You were standing next to a box and
an unhelpful box.
Very unhelpful box.
Unhelpful boss, you mean?
Let's see. So in order to like remove it from myself, what does that involve?
Just take
just
an
take it
action,
off.
essentially.
yeah.
Cool. So I definitely want to remove it. It's very irritating. I don't like it. So I would like it to not be on my body anymore.
You pull it off, and as you do, it's very much like that sound, like someone trying to get the last bit of milkshake at the bottom of their cup, just like that. As you get the feeling that had it stayed on a little bit longer, it may have done something terrible to you.
Yeah, I feel relieved.
You have a bonus action and a move action left if you want. If you move, you will provoke an attack of opportunity, which means they'll get a free hit at you.
I don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want that. I'd probably stay put to where you are.
Good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good. I don't have the mosquito thing in my body anymore, and
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right, that moves us to Yosev. You've taken a critical hit right to the chest from this thing.
How big is this thing?
It's about the size of like a regular bat. So it's like a mosquito, but like bat sized.
Bat
Like
size?
a slightly bigger hummingbird.
Yes.
I'm going to grip it, not remove it, and try to do like a burst of its sacred flame to incinerate it.
Okay. So it's going to be a disadvantage for the save. It got a 9 on its dexterity save.
That's lower than your spell save DC. So success. So roll a D8.
Oh, okay, sweet.
I forgot to write down on your sheet what your spell save DC was.
Sorry.
7.
Ooh,
7
that's a
points.
spicy hit.
You see Yosev grab onto the thorax of this sturge, and you just see this holy light emanate from his hand and just singes it and turns into ash and cinder as it just crumples down to the ground.
Oh, ugh. Did you see that? It's stuck in my chest. My chest.
You do notice there's a little trickle of blood coming right out, almost like a perfect bullet wound of coming down his chest. Waywocket, we're back to the top of the order. It is your go.
Sweet. Waywocket will now pull out his rapier and stab out the box. Do I have advantage because it doesn't know I'm there?
Sturge's passive perception. Yes, you do.
Sweet. Oh no.
You never know. Tell me what you got.
I got a 9 in total. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
So Amalica, you see this box kind of turn, the eyes face towards you as you see through the edge of the box, this little rapier go boink, misses completely, and kind of more embarrassment, just kind of slowly withdraws back into the box.
You're doing great, guys.
This is great.
And I will stay put.
We'll deal with this.
You see the crowd begin to make for the exits as fast as possible. It looks like this place is built with emergency exit just for in case something comes out of the pit as they begin to clear out and more room. So if you wanted to move around before, it'd be difficult terrain, but now it's kind of opened up so there's more space to move regularly. All right, the Sturges. The one in front of Amalica is going to try and poke you again. That is a 12 versus AC as you see the proboscis come.
The AC's armor class again, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm...
No, that's
You're
all
doing
right.
it. You're learning it.
You're learning.
So 13.
13, so that's a miss as it spikes down on the table as you've kind of mastered the movements of these things so far.
Good. I don't want more of those in my body.
And the second one, which is attached to... Oh, no, that died, so it's going to...
Oh, wait, do we need to remove one of those?
Yeah.
You did already.
Got it, yeah.
The second one's going to attack Yosev. That is also an 8 versus AC against you, Yosev.
I bat it away.
You bat away the bat.
Yeah. Your hand's still glowing with radiant energy, just kind of smashed to the side. All right. Durnan is going to attack the troll. Durnan, you are rolling terribly. As you see, the sword actually bites into the torso of the troll and cuts deep, but you see immediately the runes begin to regenerate, as trolls are apt to do sometimes. The troll is going to try and attack Durnan. That is a critical hit against Durnan.
Oh, no. If we save Durnan, we might get our drinks for free, is what I'm thinking.
If he dies, we might get our drinks for free.
Oh, good point.
Durnan takes 18 points of slashing damage. You see the big, massive troll claw come down and just like gets him right across the chest. After the troll is Amalica.
How many bats are in the troll?
There's almost too many to count.
Too many to count.
It's got a whole colony living on its torso right now.
Okay, so we want to obviously get rid of the mosquito bats in front of us.
Yeah, there are
'cause they're
two.
the immediate danger.
Yeah, there are 2 Sturges in front of
Correct.
you and a big troll in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, so chill touch would work.
Yeah.
Frostbite would work. You could also,
was gonna say,
or a
like-
magic missile would send out some stuff.
Send out some stuff. Let's see. Let's try the magic missile. That sounds fun. It's like 3 magic darts, I guess.
Yeah.
So
And they just hit automatically.
Yeah, and you can point targets to.
Yeah, they can all hit the same. You can hit two on one bat, one on the other bats.
yeah, let's do some shit.
All right.
Because it says 3. Does it hit each of the things, or
Yeah,
the
it can-
bats and the troll, or
It can be the bats, the troll. It can be all 3 on a bat. It can be 2 and 1 on a bat. It can be 1 on a bat and 1 on a table. It's whatever
I'm
you wish.
assuming provoking the troll brings it to us, though.
Yeah,
And that's less exciting for
Yeah,
me as a human that would well, not a human, a
You
dark
are-
elf.
you
Humanoid.
dark elf.
Humanoid.
I would like to live. I will use that. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that on the bat mosquitoes.
Bat mosquito. So
Yeah, let's try some.
are you splitting
magic
them up or are you going to
missiles.
focus on one?
Let's do them between the 2.
Okay, so one's going to take 2, one's going to take 1. Roll up your damage, which is a D4.
Yeah, the D4s, the little pyramid guys there.
These
Yeah,
ones?
yeah.
Do we
Little-
do?
Yeah, roll 2. Yeah, roll 2. That was
Okay.
the first one.
And add +1 to each roll.
Sweet.
3 and 2.
So
So you-
5 plus 2 more, so it's 7 damage total.
So you see these 2 arcane bolts go and strike the mosquito one way and then comes in from the left and strikes it down as you just kind of explode it into pieces as it falls to the ground from your magic missiles.
I'm gonna roll 1 more.
Okay, with the 4s, right?
Yeah.
Just one.
Just one of
Oh,
those.
sorry.
Yeah.
I had so many questions.
That's all right.
1.
Plus 1, so it's 2.
You see the other one go right through the second sturge and just bisects it and kind of like in Saw, it just falls in half and drops to the ground. All the sturges are now gone.
Sweet.
Is it? Do you want to use your movement action if you wish?
You could move further away from the troll.
Yeah, I feel
or-
like behind the bar seems like a nice safe place
Yeah.
because there's alcohol there. So I will. Is that too far?
So you can move 30 feet, which is in this case 6 squares. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4.
5,
fine.
6.
Yeah, or can you hop
Yeah.
over the bar?
Yeah, it'd be an acrobatics check to hop over the
Yeah.
bar, but
Try it.
So what do I?
so roll me up a d20 and add your acrobatic skill to it.
Wait, do I have an acro? What's
It's towards it's
Oh, dexterity,
yeah,
right?
just your dexterity. Yeah.
Cool. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
you
D20.
Yeah, you essentially can use any skill, just how good you are at it.
Oh,
18 and 16.
So give me some parkour flourish as Amalica goes running for the bar and it's kind of like
That's all. I've got.
That was all it took.
you see Amalica just use
Nice.
that elven grace and just plants one hand on a stool and then just kind of hop flips. Feet go go perfectly perpendicular or parallel to the bar as she goes gliding over the top. Doesn't knock over any drinks. Doesn't even like whirl any glasses or swirl any of the liquid in. It's almost like she was never there. She goes ducking over the side and takes cover behind the bar. Yosev.
Gripping the ashes of his mosquito thing in his hand, Yosev stumbles backwards and rests his head across the cabinet. I'm going to take a glance around. How many light sources are there?
Oh, there's plenty of light sources. There's like little torches and sconces and some magically lit lanterns as well.
What would it take to extinguish them?
The magical stuff, something more magical. The regular stuff, not a whole lot.
I'm going to grip my hand and extinguish as many torches as I possibly can.
Perfect. Is that using prestidigitation?
Yes.
All right. You see all the non-magical lights go snuff poof, as they go out. You are now in dim light.
That's all right. We're all dark visioned up.
Yeah.
I can see.
Actually, who's ever got a nature skill? Roll me a nature check as well.
Oh, that's Yosev over there.
What am I rolling?
Nature check.
Yeah. So just roll with the D20.
D20?
Yeah. And then add the
So this is plus my intelligence,
Yes.
and plus the 2 there too. So it's like
plus my intelligence modifier.
yeah, which is 0. So
Okay.
it's just yeah. So
it's 10.
10? Yeah, 10, you know enough that trolls also have dark vision, being in caves and under bridges most of their lives, that the darkness will not affect them a whole lot. But you get a feeling that it may affect Durnan a little bit because he is kind of human looking. But you see the lights go out and you got kind of like this moody atmospheric shadows now get cast across the bar. You can see about 10 feet down in the pit and it just turns into total blackness after that as well.
The barkeeper is definitely dead.
Waywocket.
Sweet. All right, you Waywocket. We should probably help him. He'll lay down his rapier, and then he gets out his little short bow. Am I hidden from the troll?
Let me check the troll passive perception. Yes, you are.
Sweet. All right, I'll take advantage again.
Trolls are harder to hit than a sturge.
Well, I rolled better, but still not much better. It's an 18 in total.
18 does hit.
Woo! All right, sweet. 2d6. I get my sneak attack for the first time ever. It's 6 plus 4, so 10 damages.
Nice. So you see this arrow go thunk. You actually notice it actually goes through one of the sturges and kind of sticks into the body. And then that spot where the sturge was, the arrow bolt or crossbow bolt pops out from the regeneration of the troll.
Well,
Ka-tunk.
does anything about trolls? I guess I know what things about trolls.
It looks like he definitely damaged it.
Yeah.
In the just that wherever the sturge was, it started to regenerate wherever it got
gotcha.
hit. All right, Waywocket goes to the crowd. The crowd is now fully out. Actually, you hear kind of like people bumping into wood and knocking over cups and stuff as the lights went out, and they have trouble finding the exit doors and windows of the establishment. And we go to the sturges. There are none left because they are all dead. And cross you off the list there. And Durnan looks around at you and is like, "Oi, you there with the magical box thing? We need some more help over here."
I'm helping.
Oh, Durnan. Terrible. He does land one hit on the troll. This great swordiness. Oh my God, these are all like minimum rolls for everybody. For 8 damage, 8 slashing damage as he hits in it. It looks like he's actually just shaved more sturges off the troll's body than actually doing damage to the troll. The troll is going to hit back at Durnan. Those are 2 hits for sure. And Durnan's taking 25 points of slashing damage, like as it again slashes right into his gut.
Don't get close to that, guys. That would kill us
Maybe
all.
he needs a drink now.
Amalica, you are behind Durnan's bar. It smells wonderful back here.
It
There are
does.
concoctions and bitters and ingredients that you've never seen before, but they all look delicious. A couple of casks under the bar. You get your 1X, your 2X, your 3X ales. You notice under the bar, he's got a couple of 5 and 6X casks underneath there for people who are in the know.
Yeah.
But you definitely have cover from the troll, and you have a safe distance of a pit and a bar in between yourself and a 9-foot green troll.
I do like that. I like the comfort of this nice big wall that is filled with alcohol. So it's flammable. Not
And
exactly
inflammable
great.
also.
Yeah, but
All types of flammable.
yeah. But at least I'll die happy. Yeah, so can we try like Chaos Bolt? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, do it.
absolutely.
Let's do that. Let's have some fun. Let's, I have some protection. I'm feeling a little bit, good. We've had a few drinks.
So because you've you've got dark vision, this is an unaffected roll. So just roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier
Okay.
or your spell attack bonus.
Cool. 5.
Ooh.
And my spell attack modifier is what?
It's 2+, I believe you're a charisma, so it's +5, so that is a 10 in total.
You see, you may have been distracted a little bit by the booze as you see these two intertwining bolts of energy, not really picking what they are yet, go sailing by, but you kind of get like that glint of like a nice like Chianti off in the side as you see your chaos bolt go and explode into the side of a wall display and just shatters what appears to be a boar's head at one point.
Ooh,
We're learning, darning.
Like,
not
oh,
good.
that was an antique. That was from the Undermountain. Unfortunately, that is your turn. Do you wish to move? You can.
I think I'm good here.
good?
I'm
You're satisfied?
comfortable. I like it. There's alcohol. The fumes are just, in the meantime.
There's a lot of empty drinks that people have left along the side of the bar as well.
Take a shot, give myself some liquid courage.
Boom, as you see the dark elf, the drow, pull up a shot of an unknown liquid, which at the start of your turn, I'll get you to roll a constitution save for later on.
Wait, what am I doing?
Just getting a little drunk, don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's
Yosev.
good.
So I can move and then take an action?
Yep.
Or take an action and then
You
move?
can even interrupt. You can move, take an action, and then move again if
Yeah.
you wish as well.
So I'm stunned by recent events. But I'm sort of like recovering. I feel a little safer in the dark. And if this is the day I die, this is just the day I die. I'm going to attempt to run on the other side of the portal.
Yep, you got
How
6
far
squares.
can I go there?
Yeah, 6 squares.
Including diagonally. Yeah.
Yep, perfect.
Feeling a little safer here. What's the range on my sacred flame?
Yeah, it's like 60 feet, I think.
Yeah,
or
you got
30
tons
feet.
of-
Yeah,
yeah.
you got range for it.
Okay. I'm going to toss the sacred flame his way, right across the portal.
Dexterity save. You see him almost Thanosian like snap of his fingers. You see the sacred flame go launching out. Oh, that's a natural 1 on the dexterity save. So roll a d8 for your radiant damage.
6.
6. Boom. As you see it roar out in pain as this holy fire comes down and sears on you, just hear as the dim light gets lit up very briefly as the light goes off and fades again, as you see kind of like smoking more crisp sturge bodies fall off the troll.
I struck him. Did you see that?
You do notice that Amalica is taking a couple of shots behind you.
What do you... I love it. Yes, we're in it. We're in it.
Saving one for you.
Waywocket, we're back at the top of the order.
Am I still hidden from this troll?
Oh yeah, he's
super distracted.
and you're still in the box. So
Still in the box. All right, let's try to hit it again. Come on, 20s. Ugh. It's 16.
16 is a hit.
All right, 2d6. It's 5 plus 4, so 9 damages.
9 damages. Boom, as you sink another. This one actually gets underneath the armpit of the troll. You see kind of like surprised to be hit under the armpit, kind of like trying to wave around. But you notice that the blood that's coming out from the wound, more sturges are moving up underneath its armpit. He's got kind of like this, like almost like this massive insectoid is just kind of like keeping his arm slightly askew.
I think I heard something about trolls one time. And then I'm going to move towards... Are there still lit torches about, or all of them are gone?
The only thing that are light are these little lamps that have these yellow continuous magical flame going. All like the regular sconces have been extinguished.
I would like to go over to one of the extinguished sconces, like just anywhere on the wall.
Take it anywhere from the wall. We
All
can even say there's like a table lamp as well.
Okay, sure. So I'll grab. I'll like pop out of my box. I grab the torch, and I say, Yosev, on your next turn, can you light this torch for me?
All right. After that is Durnan. As you see him slashing the troll again, just kind of swearing. It's like, oh, it's a fucking antique. Almost got killed looking for that boar's head. Rolls 2 hits against the troll. He must be angry about losing such a valuable piece. Oops, that's the wrong dice. D6 is what I need. Oh, Durnan. 1 and a 2. Oh, there we go. That's better. So that's 12, 16 slashing against the troll. As he begins to swear profusely. Amalica. You see Durnan kind of slashing away at this troll, and this troll is just kind of waving around. Looks like it's being thrown off by all the insects and the assault that's been happening. It is your turn. Oh, give me a Constitution save, by the way. So roll a d20 plus your Constitution save.
Now that you've been
You need to tell me things.
All right.
This is
Yeah. Good news is you are
Difficult.
proficient in this.
6.
Ooh,
And
that's
then
nice.
Your Constitution saving throw, which is that like box above where your skills are.
Constitution is 4.
So 10? That's the number you needed. You resist the effects of becoming drunk.
Yes. Keep going.
You're a little bit warmer, a little bit more confident, a little bit more
like
tingly
it.
in your fingertips as it is your turn to act.
Well, can we what about making some sort of like Molotov cocktail sort of situation? We've got like a bar going on here. Is that like a thing we can do? Could we use like prestidigitation to light something on fire, like some of this alcohol?
So what you could do, so it would be 2 actions to do that. What you could do is huck a bottle at the troll, and then Yosev could prestidigitate.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay. So like we can use that to throw the alcohol onto the troll, so he's just like,
Covered in alcohol.
rearing to
That's an
go.
awesome idea.
Yeah.
Totally do
Let's
that.
do this. I've got a whole lot of real flammable alcohol back here.
So I'm gonna get you to do something called rolling a percentage dice.
Okie
So you got 2 d10s there. Miles, you can point out.
Those are the 2d10s.
Okay.
So one's gonna have like 2 digits on them. One's gonna have 1 digit on them.
Sure.
So roll them. The
Okay.
2 digits is the first number. The single digit is the second number. So you get like a 30 and a 4. You get a 34.
66.
1 second. Durnan is not going to be happy as you grab what appears to be a 300-year-old bottle of elven wine. Not paying attention. Also, maybe your drow dark elfness just kind of seeping in those old rivalries as you feel this incredibly smooth, incredibly light bottle. You immediately recognize the smell of summertime grapes from the Feywild as you launch this thing over top. Give me a d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Yes, that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
cool.
gotcha. 11 and 16.
So that's plus 3. So 14 in total.
14 in total?
Yeah.
You hear psh, as you see this red ruby wine just cover the troll from face down to chest as it smells. Everyone gets the scent of succulent berries and fruit and summertime and just all the best things of youth you had as a kid just coming out into the bar as you see Durnan, oh no, as the troll is now covered in red wine. After that is Yosev.
Can I take a bonus action at any point?
If you have something
on your turn, yeah.
If you have something that can give you a bonus action, yes. If not, then depends on.
So you can use your healing light, for example.
Yeah.
I will use my healing light. Light radiates from my body.
It's a D6 actually. I believe,
And I'm just going to recover these hit points.
yeah, totally. Yeah. So
I got 3 back,
Nice.
which puts me.
As you see, once again, the bar lights up very briefly as this holy light just heals up the wound.
The healing light retracts from my whole body down to my hand. I give a little look over at my dwarf friend.
light the guy. Light the guy.
The guy, not the
torch. The guy now.
The guy. I'll light the guy. And I will.
Don't let the wine go to waste.
Yeah. I will attempt to light the troll on fire.
How do you like? What's the flare like? Do you snap your fingers? Do you wave your hands? Do you?
No, it's the light that's come out of my body has sort of collected in the palm of my hand, and I'm holding it like a little ball. I'm going back and forth, and like, there, like the guy,
the guy.
and then I sort of whip it at him across the portal like a softball.
Perfect. And because it's a cantrip, it just hits automatically. Roll me a D10, please.
Actually, a D10, and you don't have one of those. Oh, that's a D12, actually. Right there.
Share.
6.
6? Well, he only had 4 hit points left. So you see the flame erupt up the face of the troll, up the chest. You hear the smell of burning sturge.
Yes.
And the ashes as it begins to flail around, blind to everything. It kind of wanders around and hits the side of the yawning portal, trips as you see like this lit troll go. You don't hear a thump. That's how deep the hole is.
Oh.
But you,
Wait for it. Wait for it. I think we can stop waiting for it, guys.
as you have defeated the first encounter of your D&D campaign 1.
Yay, I survived.
All right.
It was a real concern that I wasn't going to live through that. Like, die in the first round.
Well,
Me too. It was exciting.
the 2 most dangerous levels are the first level and the 20th level.
Yeah.
All right. So you see Dernan kind of doesn't give you a scowl. Like he obviously thanks you.
Yeah,
But-
I walk out of my box like, Durnan, you're looking at your best customers.
Well, my best customers just cost me 300 gold.
Yeah, but we also saved you from the troll.
If it wasn't for your uncle, I would not be as mad as I am right now.
Wait, you'd be more mad or less mad?
I'm less mad now. I just feel bad about what happened with your uncle. So, like, he was here first before he went off on his journey. So, my fading English accent. Sorry. Got to give a bit more Manchestering. Yeah, we feel. I feel bad. He was here planning out his adventure, and I feel a bit of responsibility because this is where he started his run from.
Well, I must say, if something was on Waywocket's mind, he would have done it anyway.
Well, still, I mean, it's something that I think about a lot of adventurers that don't come back from the journeys, especially to a place that he went to.
Is this a bad time to ask for a free drink on the house?
All right, your group gets a free drink on the house. Of the regular stuff, nothing above 3x.
That's very generous, Durnan.
All right, yeah. So you see the crowd start coming back in. They kind of like that smell of burnt troll and sturge still.
Who wants to buy a round for the big heroes over here?
You see a moderate response. They're not into it as you thought.
Are you sure?
Ungrateful.
You should have seen the fight, everybody.
You can give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, as a matter of fact. That's an 18.
18. You see Waywocket jump on top of his table and starts giving descriptions of what Yosev and Amalica, how cool Amalica was flipping over the bar and tossing the wine.
You couldn't imagine a better adventuring company. Throwing light, throwing bolts, exploding boars. It was amazing.
You hear Darren like, oh, yeah, in that bloody box, it didn't do a damn thing.
It gave me a nice sense of comfort and concealment.
You do notice that a couple free drinks do get passed by to your table. It seems that Waywocket has done a pretty good job of convincing the crowd that maybe a couple of silver pieces are worth sending your way. Noticing that your pockets are a little bit light due to lack of adventuring employment inside the city.
We're new in town. We're looking to mingle.
You do see a figure approach you who strokes his mustache and adjusts his floppy hat and tightens his scarf. And he says, "My name is Volo Getarm, chronicle wizard and celebrity. At your service. I trust you've noted the violence in our fair city these past 10 days.
You're Volo?
I am Volo. Would you like an autograph?
Who introduces themselves as a celebrity?
Well, Volo would. He's a huge celebrity.
You've clearly never read my books.
We carried them in my uncle's shop.
What's a book?
Oh, I've run out of copies, but I will get one signed to you for a cost of 25 gold later on. Not a problem.
We have to keep that.
It's all yours.
I must after seeing that fight with the troll, I feel I can come to you with a grand notion. You see, you've established yourself of knowing how to handle yourselves in a fight, and this is something I admire. But I do have I have a job for you. It's no use. My name status alone is too much for me to post it on the job boards. But I do like to see people in action, and I have a quest for you. I need you to find a friend of mine.
We are your elf. What even are you, by the way, Yosev?
I'm an Aasimar. I'm chosen of the Poobah Shaboo. I've said this many times.
He's one of those, and look at me. I'm great.
Oh, I covered his people in my latest book, Volo's Guide to Monsters. You're not a monster. You're just in like the subtext, you're in like a chapter of it. It's mostly about monsters, but I do cover the Aasimar in it.
Fine.
It's a bestseller, trust me.
You see, my friend Floon has he's gone missing. He's got more beauty than brains, and I think he was kidnapped. I'm not entirely sure. I lost track of him.
Kidnapped?
If you agree to track him down, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now, which is 10 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And I can give you each 10 times that when you find Floon.
That's a great deal. That will really help me open my shop.
Waywocket, how much money is that? Is that like a lot?
Yeah, it's like a lot more than you have right now. Like right now, you got
it's 100
way less
dragons.
than that.
It's a lot more than all of us
It's
have.
more. It's more than what more than what we've got. I want it.
Yes.
But how do we do it?
And in fact, you get a little bit more. You get a little bit now, and then 10 times that. When I see this is going to be a math-heavy group.
He's not my accountant. You see why I hired him.
Okay, yes.
I have powers and I want money.
He's very beautiful as well.
Oh, so much. Thank you. Thank you.
But yes, 100 gold pieces each if you find Floon.
Okay. This is intriguing. I could be into this.
What can you tell us about Floon?
We went drinking last night down in the dock district, the dock ward, and I haven't heard from him since. We were supposed to have brunch this morning, and he never arrived. And he never misses a brunch. He never misses a brunch.
Well, brunch is the best meal.
It's a lunch and a breakfast. You get 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
It's true. It's the best meal of the day. Is it a day meal? I guess
It's a morning.
of the week.
It's a transition meal.
Yeah.
You can have your breakfast, your brunch, and then your lunch.
Yeah.
You get a 3-fer.
So did you check his home already? Was he there?
He usually gets in contact with me, and it doesn't look like anyone has been back since last night.
Does he have any regular haunts? Any enemies? Anything else you think might help us in this?
we usually have food and drink here, but the place we went to last night is known as the Skewered Dragon.
Skewered Dragon.
Yeah, it's sometimes we like to go slumming the lesser parts of town, spend our money where people don't have much money, and it makes us feel better. But I had to get ready to work on my new book. I have a new book coming up, by the way. If you may have the guide to specters and spirits. I kind of need to create a new masterpiece after my adventures in Schultz just kind of didn't pan out.
So you were using the bar for research?
Yes, right off. That is what I will tell my accountant. That is exactly what I was doing. She's a very smart lady, this dark elf.
Yeah, that's why I hired her.
I don't hear that a lot.
You and your friends seem in no way inceptional. Why would anyone take him?
I don't know. That's why I'm hiring you to find out.
Is he like your editor, just a buddy?
He's just he's my drinking buddy. He's my inspiration for going out for adventure. He's my guy I pal around with when I'm in Waterdeep.
And I hate to ask, but you know, as adventurers looking for a friend, does he have any gambling debts or anything you know about?
Past sins.
If he does, I do not know about them.
All right.
His biggest sin I know is getting hungover very easily.
And did you leave the Skewered Dragon together?
No, I had to leave early. He's going to stick around and drink a little bit more.
Did you talk to anybody else there?
We talk to some of the locals as best you can, but, is it really worth talking to the dock workers a whole lot? Volo doesn't think so.
Oh, I mean, they would know a lot about sea ghosts, I suppose.
Sea ghosts? Is that a thing? Should I be taking notes right now? Do sea ghosts exist?
I don't know. I've never been to sea.
Well, you see him pull a small little scratch pad and begins to write down about sea ghosts. I'll make you a footnote in my next book if that happens.
Oh, and could you describe him at all? That would probably help. Like, is he a human, an elf?
Oh yes, he's human. He's got brown hair. He's exceptionally beautiful, well dressed, fancy clothes, olive tan skin.
Anything like notable, like I don't know, like a skull tattoo or
No
jewelry?
He dresses very
Deformities.
his clothes are very fine, and essentially when you see him, he'll be simply enchanting. He's quite a remarkable person. Award-winning smile, teeth that glint off in the night.
When you say award-winning, who gave him that award?
Oh, he did.
The best kind of award.
Oh, and I'm also convinced his dentist gave it to him as well.
Wait, you can win awards for being good looking? Do they come with money?
How long have you been in Waterdeep?
He just got here. I'm showing him the ropes.
All right. Well, when you find him, come back here, let me know, and I will be here with your reward. And you see him toss out 3 bags that have 10 gold pieces in them each.
Ooh, I'll take them to the bank.
Where do you think we'll start?
Well, I think right now we say it.
What?
I think we say we should go down to the dock district and the Skewer Dragon post haste.
Yes.
And
Get
hopefully
the more
not
money
run into
later.
him.
Ready. More money.
Yes.
But later. Not much later.
No, hopefully not.
Well,
No.
you got
sooner.
some now.
Yeah, we got some now.
That's half of it.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it's half. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's say half.
Keep him away from your books.
No, you got it.
You see Vola go off with a decanter of wine, kind of like a whimsy, kind of a sway, a bit of a drunk to his step. As you see him head off to talk to Durden. Durden looks like he's just picking up the pieces of glass and just looking at that one vacant spot on his bar wall where that really fancy 300 gold piece elven wine, or 300-year-old elven wine was, just kind of lamenting at just, I respect the moves, but it hurts.
It was worth it.
It's good to kill them with fire. That's the most important thing.
And it looked good, too.
It
Yeah,
looked
very
really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I must say, it's weird to meet some of your heroes, but that Volo guy seemed pretty okay. Actually, I'm going to give myself an insight check just about Volo's general demeanor. It's a 12.
12. You get the feeling he was maybe sweating a little bit more than you think someone should be sweating about how much reward money he has, especially since he mentioned that his book about Chult did not do very well at all. In fact, you can even remember the past year, no books about Chult have come out at all from Volo.
Oh. Well, he's still pretty rich from that last book, I bet.
And famous.
Yeah, so famous. He might owe us... Anyway, let's go find his friend.
All right. Well, he did mention the dock war to you, which is
Yes.
down in the southern part. I forgot to print up a map of Waterdeep. I'll do that for next time. But it is down on the southern part of the city, or the southwestern part of the city, and it is wintertime. So you bundle up in your winter coats and your winter gear. As I will call a quick break as you begin to wander through the snowy streets of Waterdeep as the wind begins to howl. It kind of hits you in the face and just kind of that chilly blast, much like Toronto is right now, except bigger snowdrifts. So let's take a quick break, have some water, have some breaks, and we'll be right back. Like all great adventures, it begins in a tavern, and no greater place than the yawning portal to start off your D&D adventuring career. I hope everyone enjoyed the first little encounter so far. I hope we're getting to get to know the characters and get to learn a little bit more about their pasts and histories and how they interact with each other. There's going to be a nice little foundation laid down with these three. There's just something about them that just meshes so well. Let's just get into some small announcements. So we're going to be expanding a little bit this season. We're going to be changing some things up. So we're going to try some new things. One is we're going to be putting all these episodes into video format and putting them on YouTube later on. So if you just want some background sound or something to listen to while you work and chill, and you don't have your smartphone or anything ready to play a podcast, you can find us on YouTube. That'll be for the Diecast podcast channel. Easily searchable on YouTube, not a problem to find. We are also going to be seeing how we're going to be experimenting a little bit with Twitch by doing replays. We're going to either do on a Friday or a Sunday and figure out when to do the replays, but just like a replay of audio and some just essentially like it's essentially going to be mostly audio with like one static image that goes along. But if you're just there to catch up or you want to hang out and chat with other people about it, twitch.tv/Diecast podcast. You'll find us there. We're going to experiment, try some new things, see what works, see what doesn't work. Let us know when we start doing that. We will send out a tweet. We'll send out a message so everyone can get involved. And also, we are going to be working on a Discord server. So if you want to share fan art, videos, thoughts, opinions, crazy fan theories, you can find us on Diecast Podcast. It's open. You just got to apply for the invite and in you go. We're going to be getting all that up and working. And maybe down the road, we will be setting up a Patreon. We'll find out. But those are the quick announcements. We're going to jump right back into the adventure with Waywocket, Yosev, and Amalica as they try and figure out what is going on in Waterdeep. I will see you next week. I hope everyone has a great time. Spring is in the air. We recorded all this back in January, so it's great to see that the weather in game isn't matching the weather in real life. But I hope everyone's having a great time. I will see you all next week. Welcome back to season 5. It's so great to have you back. We hope we make you laugh. We hope we make you smile. Maybe make you cry a little bit. We'll find out. But I'll see you next week. I love you all. Hug a family member. Tell them that you love them. And I'll see you later. So we are back to the snowy streets of Waterdeep at night, going through the dock ward. It is everyone has to bundle up tight as that wind just gives it a little bit of extra bite to everybody. Comes howling down the streets as you see who's leading the charge. By the way, is it Waywocket? Because the snowdrifts would be up to like your chest.
Can you guys like maybe make a little path for me?
You know,
you've been here the long. Amalica, you've been here the longest. You must know the way to the docks.
Yeah, I mean, we could try and take a shortcut and just kind of maybe avoid some of the heavier snow, go through some of the ways that have some roofs that shelter all this.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
You do have you can go across the roofs if you want and do kind of like that Naruto run across the...
But I also
but
believe
the roofs would have snow too.
I think also you have your background feature allows you to like move quicker through city streets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like tunnels and stuff and shenanigans.
Do you want to go through the sewers? You can totally go through the sewers to get down the dock ward.
Well, do we want to go through the sewers or do we want to go through the snow?
I'm not so much a sewer person. I like the sunshine, the air. I mean, not so much sunshine right now.
I'm
At
definitely not a
nighttime.
sewer person. I'd like to be seen.
At nighttime.
Anytime.
Well, I
Oh, yeah.
guess
This is-
the not sewers is the way to go then.
This is also prime dark elf time because there's no sunlight out whatsoever. So you just feel in your element right here. In fact, you kind of enjoy the snow. The wintertime is more overcast. Like that bright ball of giant gas just does not mix well with your dark elven ancestry.
Yeah.
You like to sleep in, don't you?
I do. That brunch thing that you guys were talking about earlier doesn't really apply at night so much.
It's more like a late night snack for her.
Yeah.
That's what a poutine bar's for.
See, French Canadians. So using Amalica's skill or knowledge of the back streets of Waterdeep, she takes you through what feels like lefts and rights. You feel like you've done like 3 circles, but Amalica, you're taking them down south.
I know where I'm going.
Yeah, you're going to the dockward for sure, and you're finding like the closed off alleys where the roofs come in over top, where barely any light or any snow or precipitation gets down, and it's cold, but it's more like walking through a freezer than it is walking through an Arctic tundra type of deal. That you're making some great time and actually avoiding kind of like the seedier elements of Waterdeep at night. Waterdeep nights.
Avoiding the sea ghosts.
Yeah, we're going right to the sea ghosts. But you do avoid what you know as Mugger's Lane and Pickpocket Alley just by going through your back channels. So you don't have to do any checks to see if you run into any criminal element.
Sweet, excellent. I'm very precious about this money I have.
The only money you have.
I need at least 300 gold before I can open my shop.
But there is a surprise to everybody as you pop out of a back alley. You find yourselves on a street that's been cordoned off by the city watch. Lying on the cobblestones, about half a block away, have half a dozen corpses, already with snow and kind of the blood frozen to the sidewalk. Seemingly the victims of some terrible skirmish. Watch officers in City Watch have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning witnesses. One of the officers sees you and says, "Get on, nothing to see here, get along."
Are they near
wasn't
the
supposed to be
skewered
it.
dragon? Or
You're still a fair bit away.
away?
This is kind of like an interruption of a, and like you can see them putting up like kind of like this golden rope of like cordoning off the area.
wow, the city's gotten pretty bad, hasn't it, officer?
It's like, yeah, Crom is definitely on the rise here. So again, piss off.
You have yourself a wonderful night.
I think we can take another way around this and just avoid this mess.
Yeah, it seems pretty bad. Actually, I'd like to take a look at those corpses.
Perception check.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's a 15.
It's very cold out, and you can see a couple of people in robes leaning over the corpses, kind of like brushing the snow off and like trying their best to identify them. You can see that they all wearing kind of leathery type of armor, and you can see on one of the forearms is a black tattoo of a winged serpent. If you give me a history check.
That's a 20.
20, you definitely know that anyone with that type of tattoo belongs to the Zentarim.
Ooh.
And you can see that the people being questioned by the sidewalk have a combination of, one has a tattoo of one circle with about 10 other smaller circles around it. And you know that's the guild sign of the Xanathar's Guild. And the guy next to him, who's also covered in blood, just has a giant knife tattoo on his forearm as well.
Wow, these gang wars are really getting out of sorts.
Who are they? Why did they die?
Well, they're
bad people.
well, you see the people there with the that black tattoo, they're from the Zentarim, the serpent tattoo. They're into really nasty secrets and things. That tattoo over there with the many eyes. Legend has it that's the Xanathar's Guild. Some kind of many-eyed creatures may be in charge of that. And then the one with the knife, well, they're also a secret organization of murderers, thieves, and absconders. It could be that our man Floon was taken by one of these very groups.
You see the guy like that was a great analysis of what's been happening in all city streets. And now piss off.
Yeah, I've been reading the paper. And guess, good day, officer.
As you wander down the streets in the dock ward, you see tall, densely packed tenements leave most of the neighborhood in shadow at ground level. Most of the street lamps have had their glasses either smashed or just removed completely, and smells of salt air and excrement linger as you pass by rundown buildings. It's way more of a dilapidated part of town. You do turn a corner, and on the corner of Zastro Street and Filet Lane, as you see a weird particular shop display window. It has a deep purple facade, and in its window hangs a stuffed beholder. Above the door hangs a sign whose elaborate letters spell out Old Zoblob Shop.
Like you do.
Oh, the Zoblob shop, actually.
Amalica, you can actually give me a history check for that one.
Okay. D20?
D20 plus your history skill.
16. And history is intelligence, which I'm a dummy, so 9.
So the -1, so it's a 15.
So, whoops, okay. Yeah, 15.
15? 15 is more than enough. That Old Zoblob is kind of an eccentric magic trinkets, antiquities. It's like you don't find like your sword, your dragon slaying items at his shop. You find kind of like your ovens of cookie bake, or your gloves of cookie bacon, your potions of evanescent smell, and it's not a powerful magical item shop, but more like a practical trinkets and antiquities type of shop.
Okay.
Oh, they were a prime competitor of Sparks and Sprockets, my uncle's shop. I hope to one day also be one of the competitors.
Do you wish to go in? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I mean,
you also know that the gnome who runs it is quite eccentric. He's in dark elven terms, he's a weirdo.
okay.
A weird elf, eh? Is it a she?
Do we think there's anything in there that might be able to help us? Anything that could maybe guide us in finding this guy?
Wouldn't hurt to ask. And also, I would love to get out of this cold. I'm freezing. My tiny little bones.
Yeah, we still have a while to go, right? Until
Oh, you're in the dock ward now. It wouldn't take that long to find the skewered dragon, but this is just kind of like one of those. The way the street opens out, it's got like a big bay window, so it would have a good view of like one of the major intersections of the street.
let's go in and check it out. Maybe he knows something.
Yeah, you never know.
As you enter the shop, a cloud of lavender-scented purple smoke trails out of the shop's door as you peer inside. Every wall is painted purple, and every dusty knickknack on the shelves is a deep purple or deep violet. The hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on the counter wears a plum-colored robes. His cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes. The gnome lowers a pipe and exhales a cloud of lavender smoke before he rising a hand. Hail and well met! Come before the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world?
Well, that's a little bit of an exaggeration.
I don't think it is, my friend. This is old Zoblob's shop.
Well, I mean, it's a very nice shop, but I mean, how do you get away with charging these prices?
You charge them because people will buy them. You charge what people will pay.
That's actually a very good philosophy. I like this guy quite a lot already.
People might pay more if the shop was less disgusting. For a small fee, I could clean it for you.
Oh no, I love the color purple.
It's a gnome thing.
It's odd.
Well, it is a shop of oddities and curiosities.
Ask him the questions we need to ask him. Let's get out of here.
I got anything on special today?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, he's like, we got a couple of potions of intoxication nullification. That's like 25 gold.
25 gold, you say? Jeez, in this part of town?
Well, I'm not going for the locals there. I'm going for the people who come traveling down.
So the drunk people.
Yeah. You get a lot of tourists doing a lot of well-to-doers coming down and slumming around this part of town.
And what kind of like shady people do you see in here?
Oh, they don't have money to come in here. In fact, they're actually terrified of this place. Anyone who breaks in, I vaporize immediately.
We're actually looking for a kind of a well-to-do fellow who may have been in last night. He himself was doing quite a little bit of drinking. A human name of Floon.
Floon? That's an odd name. I would have recognized it.
Human, brown hair, apparently quite handsome. Yeah, very attractive.
I mean...
Award-winning smile?
Award-winning smile, yeah.
Mm-hmm. According to his dentist.
It sounds like he could have come by, but as someone who deals with people, and it's not really good to share information in this part of town, if you know what I mean. I'm great in here, but if I go outside, that's a recipe for stabbing.
I look around the shop. Does he have like a books section?
He does have a book section.
Like, look, I don't want to spread this around, but like, I could get you maybe a signed copy of Volo's Guides of Monsters if you help us out here.
You see his 2 purple bushy eyebrows just immediately raised. Boink! Give me a persuasion check made with advantage.
Ooh. Oh, fuck off. It's a 5 plus 7 because I'm very good at persuading people. So it's a 12.
12. You seem kind of like, wait a minute. Why would Volo hang out with you guys? He's a celebrity. He's a rich guy.
Well,
I mean, how do I know that's also not a forged, like you look like one of them Waywockets, and I don't trust the Waywockets in forgery, but with all due respect to your uncle.
I am not a forger. That is ridiculous. I am a businessman just like yourself. My compatriots and all, you can look at our handsome faces, our dark elf faces. We were just hanging out in the yawning portal. It's a place where people meet people.
I know about the yawning.
Everybody. We just, we're heroes.
We were a little bit of a hero tonight. We don't want to be bragging too much. And Volo came over, and he's like, he would doing Volo a favor. I don't want to go spreading his name because I don't want to be one of those, celebrity name droppers. But he offers us a copy of the signed book, and I thought maybe, that might help jog your memory about his friend Floon that we're looking for.
You see him kind of roll around the idea in his head. He looks over, and he's got a small little plushy beholder sitting on the counter. As he kind of just slides it forward. He's like, if you made a purchase, maybe I could help you out with the local going-ons in the town.
What's your cheapest thing?
I'll tell you right now, ma'am, it's gonna be 5 gold. You can pay more if you want. There's lots of other stuff.
Well, what's in your 5 gold range?
He pushes the plushy beholder a little bit further out.
And what does this do?
Waywocket, just give me like a straight up intelligence check.
Yeah, pretty smart. Yeah, not today though. It's a 9.
9. I'd say difficulty 5. You can easily tell that that plushy beholder definitely not worth 5 gold.
Oh yeah,
you're more paying for information than you are for the beholder.
I think my niece would love this beholder, and yes, I will pay the full $5. 5 dragons, sorry. Cross out that 10, put a 5.
You now have a purple plushy beholder.
Oh. I'm definitely
You've
writing that
always
in
wanted.
ink on my sheet.
Always write it down. He says, well, it's because you described the smile. I definitely remember that. It was him and another guy coming out of the skewered dragon. They were both really, really well dressed, especially the guy with the smile. The guy with the smile, he was nicely dressed. The guy he was with, that guy had money. That guy had money. You see those guys walking by and like, oh, hope he comes into my store and drops a couple of dragons in here. But yeah, this store window looks out on a lot. I saw them get jumped and dragged off into an alley.
Who jumped them?
You see him push another plushy beholder.
I push it aside. I'm sorry, I don't have a niece, and I want to know who jumped them.
Give me a persuasion check.
As I'm saying this, I'm smiling.
Would you say more of a persuasion or intimidation? Is that kind of like aggressive, like that, like I'm gonna do something smile, or I'm just trying to convince you to let go of some information?
I'm smiling the smile of someone who just is expectantly waiting for an answer and doesn't anticipate not getting one.
Persuasion, man.
I've also rolled an 18.
Oh yeah. He kind of looks at you, almost cowed and intimidated. He's like, oh, okay. It was. I don't know who they were individually, but a couple of them had that black flying snake tattoo on their bodies somehow.
Oh, Santorini.
We don't say that name.
And they both got taken.
They both got taken. Yeah.
Do you know what way they were dragged off to?
And he just kind of like does that, just like holds his robe up and kind of like hides his hand from the window area, but points out and like one of the alleys over there. I didn't see much. I saw what happened. I didn't see exactly where they went. They went, kind of like northeast. And they're coming out of the skewered dragon. That's for sure. That place is a mess. Do you know that they got an anchor in the roof that they haven't cleaned up in like 3 years?
It's probably got a lot of pigeon poop up there.
It's good for the decor.
Yeah, it was when that
I like it too.
It was the anchor down the street from the Styx Orman when that big dragon attacked. It blew the anchor off. It caved in the roof, and they just never cleaned it up.
Thrilling.
Season 2. It's actually written into the book. I just adjusted it for myself.
Sweet.
What's next, my friends? Down the alley or over to the dragon?
Do you think there's anybody at the dragon that would know more?
Well, I mean, the regulars are always regulars there, but yeah, they're not the friendliest of folks. They're more likely to take your money than talk to you.
They may not be most lucid.
Yeah, it might be worth asking around some of the alleys to see if they know where they went. Zablab. It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I think you and I can do business maybe in the future sometime.
You've got a great plushie.
It's one of the best plushies you can find here.
Thank you for lying right to my face.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh. 15.
He's being completely sincere, but he believes it's one of the best plushies inside Waterdeep.
I wonder if I'm now being spied on by a beholder. Well, we'll find out in good fun time. Yeah, let's head to the alley, I think.
Do it.
Of course.
You want to go right to the alley?
Yeah, let's go to the alley. And when I get to the alley, I'd like to see if I can find any small beasts, like some. I know it's winter, so that might be a little hard to find them, but like a squirrel, or a mole, or a rat, or some other
A rat
kind
would
of.
be a thing near a gross part of town at the water. in
Give
an
me
alley.
a nature check.
I'm okay at nature.
Oh, hot
It's
dice.
a 23.
23. So you know that it is wintertime, so a lot of like your more traditional like cats, squirrels, birds, they're all either out of town for the season or they're kind of hibernating. Your best bet would probably be a rat, but rats don't usually stay up in the snowy parts. They're usually down in the sewers.
See, if only we'd crept through the gross part of town.
Well, we might be going down to a sewer sooner than later. So we go to the alley that he described. I guess let's take a quick look around this alley, see if we can find suss up any clues.
You do come across the alley that Zoblob was pointing to. You notice that one of the street signs calls it Candle Lane. And gloom envelops a narrow alley as dark as a dungeon and as odious as one as well. Nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. The only light that pierces the darkness is a faint flickering flame from down the lane, like a distant candle. You see that snow has banked up on either side of the alley, but it looks like the street lamps are the only real source of darkness. That the buildings kind of like shadow out the top. You can't really see the night sky above you.
How far away is the flame?
It's about 30 feet.
It's been snowing all day, kind of thing.
But you notice that the snow, like it's more like it's been blown in from the main street. That as you get further down, the snow just kind of stops off. It looks like it's kind of like a self-isolated little area. As you see, like the stone and brickwork for the side of the building, just like various piles of trash and wood and just things that have been left decades and decades ago to be forgotten in the alley.
I pull my staff out of wherever I keep it, like some sort of belt loop on my armor, I imagine.
Yeah.
I step forward twice with my usual confidence, and then I kind of stop. And I say, my friends, I had a strange experience tonight. As I watched that burning beast tumble into the abyss, I felt happy, but not just happy that I was seeing something die in such a spectacular way, but happy that I was still alive. And then I'm going to lift my staff and enchant it with light to light up the alley.
And boof, almost like daylight, the light lights up. Amalica, your eyes just kind of like flicker, like just you shield yourself a little bit. It's not the same effect of sunlight, but it's just kind of like someone like using flash photography in a dark room. It's like poof, everyone's got those stars in their eyes, but it lights up all the way down, and right underneath that continual flame lamp, you actually see what appears to be a painted black snake on just underneath where the flame was. You wouldn't have seen unless you got really close and looked for it, but this bright light from the light spell illuminates it perfectly.
What's that?
Seem great.
Oh my gosh, you're a genius!
It's just light.
It's a good thing you're pretty, kid. Well, I mean, do you see that little snake guy over there?
Yes.
Well, because of your weird epiphany and your light, I think we may have found where the Sentry may have taken Flunan, his even richer friend.
All I see is a little snake on the ground. Tell us more.
Well, let's get over there and see what we can see.
Let's get over there.
As you walk down the alley, no trap spring.
Sweet.
Great, excellent.
Good start.
Good start. I mean, it's been a few months for me, John. I'm not paranoid yet.
You do notice that as you come down, you see underneath the lamp where the snake has been painted on the side of the building because of Yosef's big brilliant light. You do notice that had you just been that light source, you wouldn't have seen it off to your left, but you see kind of like the secret alley that would have been hidden by shadows. Go off to your right, and you notice it leads down to this warehouse gate that it looks like it's just kind of enveloped and donated by a whole bunch of other buildings. And this looks like it's the only point of access is through this alley. And you kind of get the reason why all those lamps and lights were smashed, that it's keeping, obviously something like Yosev keeping the that kind of like a secret type of thing. If you didn't know it was there, you would have walked right by it and not noticed it.
I turn off the light. Turn off the light.
It goes back to dim light, and you now know where it is. But again, this wall of shadow comes in and hits exactly where the alley would be.
When I touch the sigil, can I feel anything, like any sort of magic emanations?
It feels like cold stone and paint. You get no magical vibe
right.
off of it. Yeah.
Any sort of like ambient magic like going on?
The ambient magic comes from the continual flame. It's like a magically produced light, and you get the feeling using through your arcana knowledge that because you can control the distance and glow, that they've pinpointed precision this light that has lit up this back alley. So it's like you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, and you've seen this light is this size for a particular reason to keep that alleyway in shadow at all times.
I don't think I should tamper with it. It could give us away.
So with City Secrets, I'm guessing even I wouldn't have necessarily known that this was here.
No, you know it's not an uncommon thing, but you have to be looking for it to kind of find it. It's you know about a couple of places like that, but again, it's essentially the rules of Waterdeep streets are if someone's trying to keep it a secret, they're keeping it a secret for a reason.
Okay.
My friend, you know I'm not good at secrets. How should we proceed?
All right, well, we should definitely go in quietly. These Centaurim are not to be messed with. You saw those bodies out there. So let's try to stay out of sight and out of sound.
Why don't you turn into a box and we'll carry the box?
It won't. It doesn't really work like that, because if you carry the box, you'll see inside the box. Yeah, it's just an illusion. It's not a real box, kid.
Oh, I thought he was a box all this time.
No, I'm not a sentient box. Where are you from again?
The mysterious island of the Pooh-Bah-Shaboo. I've said this many
I
times.
still think you're making this up, kid.
You can roll an insight check against him.
That's a 16.
Is he telling the truth, or is
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I'm telling the truth.
We definitely have to proceed with caution. This could 100% wind up with us dead if we run into the wrong people. They want this to be kept secret.
Yeah, let's proceed very slowly, carefully, eyes on everywhere that we're not everywhere at all times. Frankly,
I have an idea. So,
got your unseen servant.
yeah, that's where I'm going.
absolutely, you can totally do that.
So I open my scholar's pack and I pull a single sort of featherlet out of my quill, and I sort of spin it on my finger until it sort of disappears into the air, and you can't see it anymore, but you can see like two little sets of footprints like a little set of footprints appears in the snow in front of me. And I say, "Welcome, my friend. You're temporarily back in the land of the living, in the land of the Pooh-Bah-Shaboo."
May the Pooh Bash bless you, guide.
Indeed. And then
Is it a psychic connection you have with him, or does he have to speak to communicate with you?
that's a good question.
If it doesn't say, we'll just make it up.
I can mentally command the servant.
Okay.
Um,
So you have a psychic link with it. So do you want to say that in your head, or do you want to say that out loud?
no, I'm saying it out loud for,
Yeah,
the benefit of my friends.
Sorry, I meant for the servant's response was that in your head or was it out loud?
I don't think the servant can talk.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Just in your head.
Servant
Telephone
springs.
call,
Yeah.
one-sided.
Telepathic telephone.
It doesn't really mention the servant talking. I don't think the servant should talk.
I'm gonna. Okay, yeah. It's your servant. Your rules.
Okay, I'm going to mentally command my servant to head all the way down the alley and look through the doors, or see what's on the other side, like test this gate.
He probably would have to communicate with you telepathically to let you know what's going on. He says, "Master, there is a grand sliding gate that appears to be locked. It's not locked, but it has a yellow paint thing of a snake with wings on it. There's a giant warehouse behind it. Peering through the fence, I can see appears to be some crates covered in canvas and a little bit of snow. There appears to be lights on inside the warehouse, and that is all I can see and hear at the moment."
Can you see any other way in other than the gate?
He looks up and he says, maybe through the windows up top, but you'd have to climb or find a way up there.
Well, you heard him. How's your climbing?
Oh.
So the good news is that everyone can climb,
Cool.
just as like a thing that characters can do.
Noted.
It costs like twice the movement to do. But like if there's enough handholds or whatever, like any
And we're
creature
sure
can
that
climb.
the gate and everything isn't enchanted and anything.
He wouldn't be, the unseen
Yeah.
servant wouldn't be able to tell you that.
Well, there's no reason to risk our lives when there's somebody who's already dead. Servant, let's get climbing.
The servant says, very well, master. There are lights on inside, though. We may want to take a stealthy approach to everything.
Yeah, let's maybe see if there's a way around the back.
I thought the servant was invisible.
Yes.
Yes, he is invisible. He's talking about for you.
Oh, okay.
So just so like I get this moment. So there's a small alley, and at the end of the alley there is a.
It's kind of like it opens up. So think,
opens up, okay.
think of it like a donut of buildings, and there's a small, not a small, but like a medium-sized warehouse that's the only in and out is that small narrow alley. So it's
Okay.
like someone found like a clearing or like a parquet type of thing, and then built a warehouse there. And right from the top, it blends in. And if you're on the ground, unless you knew exactly where that passage was, you wouldn't even suspect it from the start.
And does it look like maybe we could climb up off the gates?
Oh yeah. There's
Okay.
there's debris and old crates and stuff like that. It looks like it'd be a real easy climb up.
All right, let's maybe go around over here, not to the main gate.
You scamper off to the side, and you do
Slow,
notice.
slow, low and slow.
Yeah. Does your unseen servant have a name?
It doesn't matter.
Unseen servant.
Servant, climb up ahead of us, ahead of where Waywocket's going.
Okay.
Low and slow, low and slow.
He rolls a natural 1 on his climbing check as you see this crate with a tarp on it. You see like these 2 little footprints and handprints come on, and then just kind of like and then you just kind of see like this thump as like a little puff of dust comes up. Oh, 1 second. I will get up there, master. Don't worry.
What's he doing?
As you hear kind of like a pop, pop, and you see the depressions in the canvas, followed by depressions on another one, and you see kind of the side of this kind of second floor overhang roof. As you see 2 little dust clouds where his hands would go, pop himself up. He's like, "I'm up, master."
Does he see anything or anything?
He's gonna do a perception check inside the window. Ooh, rolled a natural 20. You see what appears to be on the grimy window, just kind of like a little circle of dust be cleared away. You actually
So
see,
cute.
you actually see kind of like this palm covered in dust as he kind of like brushes it away on into the snow. He looks inside and says, okay, master, that is a 2-story facility. There is a top floor, which covers like almost like an L shape at the back where it looks like the offices are. And the main warehouse down the bottom is covered with crates. And there are bodies on the ground. There are what appear to be raven bird people with swords and covered in blood. And they're covered in blood. And they are doing hand signals at each other. And the bird people are looking around into crates and stuff like that.
Do you see any sign of a beautiful man with an award-winning smile?
What type of award are we talking about?
The kind a dentist would give you, evidently.
Very well, very well. Do another perception check. Ooh, yeah. The unseen servant. Rolling hot. He looks around and says, I do not see any signs of that. Just the many bodies on the ground.
No sign of floons. Should we proceed?
I think so. He said many bodies. It might be hard to see from this vantage point. I think we should get in a little closer.
So you'd have to climb up to get closer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely Waywocket nimbly trying to climb, also stealthily if I require a stealth roll.
Give me a stealth check first. Stealth checks for everybody. Everyone look under your chairs. You get a stealth check. So,
Which one? Guide me.
The D20 once again.
Okay.
yeah, the D20 you'll be using for like 99% of the time.
Uh-oh. All right. So Waywocket got 16
16 for Waywocket.
14 for me.
14. And for Amalica,
A 1.
plus.
wait.
So you have stealth thing towards the bottom there of your skills sheet. It's the second last one. I don't know if you're sure.
5.
so a 6. Congratulations on rolling your first natural one, though.
Yeah, that's an important crappy milestone.
Yeah, sad.
All right,
If
so
it was a trophy, it'd go ping, or an
I
X
feel
mark
like this
achievement.
is not a good time to roll that, though.
It never is.
No, yeah.
yeah. So now I need follow-up climb checks for strength athletics.
Strength athletics. Oh, geez, this is not our bag. Ah, sweet.
16.
Oh no.
Also 15.
15.
And a 5 for Waywocket.
So Waywocket seems to be putting more emphasis on stealth than practicality, as you see him kind of do like this back up against the crates and tries to like grab up top and try to swing himself one-armed acrobatic monkey style, and it's just his feet just kind of waddle in the air a little like
Listen, you're very gifted with your long legs. Not all of us can have such long legs.
you see Yosev easily just dart up, almost being lifted by the wings of an angel, barely leaving a trace of where he's been before on the canvas crates, climbing up the side. Amalica climbs up deftly, boom, but you do notice that it's more practicality than it is stealth and dexterity. Very, very unelf-like as well, as you see her like kind of like do like getting out of a pool, like just kind of hauling your hips over the side of the edge, just kind of kicking a little bit. You hear kind of like this ruckus, like, ooh, very interesting. As you see Amalica pull herself, I'm like, yeah, and then you, oh, yeah.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Waywocket, you are still at the bottom, on the bottom floor.
Give me 1 second, guys. Can I try again?
Yeah, absolutely. I will get you to reroll stealth after that one. No.
So I rolled a 2, which is a 1 on athletics. Oh, I miss Alethra. So good at athletics. So it's a 1. Do you want me to roll the stealth again?
I'm going to say based on the 1, your stealth roll is abolished from it. You'll have to re-roll it again. But as you begin to climb up, you're actually shoving the crates around a little bit. You kind of like move one around and give yourself a little bit of leverage as Yosev and Amalica just kind of like standing on the top. You can see the 2 little footprints in the dust of where the unseen servant is standing as well. Like, Master, he's not very good at climbing.
I know, but he's so adorable and determined.
I'm doing it.
Look at his little legs.
The night is no longer young.
Come on, Sprocket, we can do this.
Do you wish me to go down and assist him, Master?
Oh, that'd be great. You know, give him a heave ho.
You see 2 little pads of a puff, puff. It's like you feel kind of a boost under your armpits and on your butt, Waywocket, as you now can make this check with advantage.
Oh, sweet. Will help. Actually, will help quite a lot. It's a 17 this time.
It's more of the lift getting you above the height of the box as you see Waywocket almost. You think your unseen servant just kind of like threw him a little bit onto the second level. Waywocket, you make it up to the second level very easily once you got past the taller first crate, taller than it appeared to be, and your unseen servant easily makes it back up as well.
My friend, you've been touched by the hand of the Poobah Shaboo for the first time.
Right on the butt, Master. Right on the butt.
Well done, whoever you are.
Well, I'm sure it won't be the last. Where are our bird friends still there?
You can make a perception
I
check.
would love to make a perception check. That is a 20.
Did you roll a natural 1 and a natural 20?
No, I rolled a 2, which
sorry.
was a 20, 1 rather. But as perception, that is a 22.
You go up to the spot where the unseen servant had rubbed a circle in, and you look in. They do appear to be kenku, which are crow or raven people. And it appears that they have not noticed when Amalica kind of hoofed or kicked herself up onto the second floor roofing area. It appears that they appear to be going through crates and barrels and looking under tarps looking for something. As you definitely see about 5 or 6 corpses on the ground, blood still fresh and kind of like pooling out from.
Oh, the Kenku, they're cursed bird people. They're terrible mimics, terrible conversationalists. They just mimic you back and forth. It's terrible.
That does sound terrible. Do they have money?
Sometimes.
Oh, well, They seem pretty murdery also, so...
Yeah, definitely cursed bird people. Not the nicest people that you could meet.
But at least they're preoccupied, so, you know.
It would seem if this was a place to find Floon, this is the place.
I am worried about that. We should definitely at least try to get some more clues. Maybe get closer to the bird people, see how many there are, and
The windows.
Is there a way to get into?
The windows all look like kind of like that, open from the bottom, and they don't. None of them appear to be locked. They're more like kind of like cooling windows for when summer days get hot. So it doesn't look like there's a lot of security placed on the. It looks like a lot of the security was built around not finding the warehouse in the first place. So it looks like you could easily open the window. The one thing is that where you are at the front of the warehouse right now, it is a straight drop down to the first floor. You have to get to the back of the warehouse to get to like that L-shaped.
second floor.
Yeah, it is. It is unfortunately so it's going to be all a theater of the mind right now because it is a pretty gigantic.
I think if we can get down to the second floor and get an overview, would be a smarter plan for right now.
There might be something in the office, too, that we can, use to
Good
check
thinking,
out.
Amalica.
St. Lawrence Market is probably the closest building I can say. Kind of like a dome type of like little nub part on the top.
If we send the servant out, he could possibly distract the bird people, but I think we need a better way in.
Yeah. So looking around, can we see a way to the second
Oh, there's
floor?
multiple windows you can go in. Yeah, so you have like a 360 choice of how you want to come in.
Yeah, let's try to get further away from the Kenku up that way.
Yeah, it looks like the Kenku are just spreading themselves out. It looks like you see 4 of them. They're just spreading themselves out on the ground floor where all the crates and all the cargo is down there. And you can easily make it in. I will require another round of stealth checks because you're changing your environment right now.
Yeah, let's move very slowly, stealthily, everybody. Oh, sweet.
Oh, 7. I thought it was a 1 for a second, and I was like,
But then plus. It's 5 for you. Or something.
1 for me.
Oh, no.
for stealth, 5. Yeah.
So your total is
12.
12. I got 26.
Um,
And a...
And a 1.
Actually, everyone gets to, based on where you're going, everyone can make that with advantage as well.
Sweet. Well, I can't do better than a 20. So roll another d20, Adam.
Oh, nice.
Just any?
Yeah.
Another 1.
Okay, but so rolling with advantage means that you roll the d20 twice and you take the higher of your 2 results. So you get to keep the 12 you got before. Adam, however...
Statistically, almost impossible.
It's like a 1 in 400 chance or something like that.
So as you see Waywocket and Amalica and the unseen servant kind of like lift up the windows to slide in, you see Yosev walk up and just go psh, punch his way in and walk in. Because what's glass to a face like you? It doesn't need to be in your way. In fact, it should just get out of your way as the most efficient way possible. But there is I'm gonna roll.
Roll some perceptions.
Yeah, that's an natural 20 on that one.
Oh no!
As you hear kind of like this chirping, this wording, as you do come in through the office, which has a door on it. So you are in like essentially like a manager's office type of thing. The door is closed. It has like a brass kind of like mail slot on the side of it. But you definitely. The Kenku definitely heard it, but you can't see what they're doing or what their reactions are right now.
Well, we found the office, so let's look here quick before the Kenku get here.
Very quickly.
Can I do a investigation check in this office?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a thing. Cool.
I missed that 20. It's a 8 in total.
8 in total? Yeah, you can search the office. It appears to be, as you open up drawers and filing cabinets, you do notice that one of the filing cabinets has like a small little family of rats living in it. But on the desk, you find a paper bird, which is a magical item.
Oh. I like magical items. I also want to talk to these rats, by the way.
Make some friends.
This is going to take time.
Essentially, a paper bird is a tiny paper bird which you can write a message on to somebody, and it flies out to that person.
Cool.
Okay.
I'd like to...
Must be on the same plane of existence as you are.
Sweet, yeah.
I give a meaningful look to my servant. I want him to open the door and run across, making as much noise as possible to the opposite end of the higher level.
Okay. I will make a perception check. He's like, do you wish me to close the door after I leave, master?
Yes, slam it.
You see him open the door and slam it as you hear kind of like this, like you hear clattering and knocking on walls and like bashing of things. He's kicking over boxes and crates as you go. The brief moment you see, it looks kind of like a upper area. It looks like there's like a kind of like a wooden crane to lift and move cargo onto different vehicles and stuff like that. You just notice that he hits one of the levers and this giant metal hook goes crashing down to the floor. You can see a couple of Kenku who are hiding kind of get out of the way of the boxes. They were doing a stealth check, but the crane came down on where they were hiding and shatters and explodes the boxes as they go running for cover as they're trying to look up, but they can't see anything. They know that things are being hit, glass windows are being hit and shook, but they can't actually see what's going on. You see a couple of crossbow bullets go thunk, thunk, and just hit in the side of the wall. Just on a rare chance, just in case, disadvantage.
You guys only have 1 hit point.
Yeah, I know. But with disadvantage, you just see them embed into the wall as the door closes again.
All right, so while this ruckus is happening, looking at the rats in the drawer, Waywocket goes and like shitters his nose, communicating with small beasts. As a gnome, I can speak with small beasts. And he's like, "Hello, my friends. My name is Waywocket, and I'm looking for a very handsome human with brown hair. Have you seen someone like that in here?"
Oh, there are a couple of handsome guys in here. Like not to like maybe like we came up here after all the shenanigans died down, and like the fight started between some crow people and the people who work here. So we got out of dodge. But yeah, there should be 2 people downstairs. One guy escaped and is hiding in a barrel somewhere, and the other guy got dragged off.
Oh, all right. So the Kenku people were not with the regulars here.
Oh no, they came in and started stabbing. They snuck up on them and just were stabbing away.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, that's amazing information, guys. You are the best.
That's why we're hiding here. It's safer in the meadow.
You're the best rats I've met in this entire town.
You know what? We do not get that enough. Thank you so much for that compliment.
All right. We got to take out these Kenkus. How many Kenkus are there, by the way?
We saw 4. There could be more, but we definitely saw 4.
Oh, geez. 4's a lot. They say one of the guys is still here. Could be our guy Floon. The other one was dragged off.
Can we ask them what's in the crates, like the other crates?
Yeah, what do they keep here?
Oh, we're not totally sure. The guy in the barrel, it's like a pickle barrel, like a fish barrel. So it smells real bad. Tastes delicious.
All right, we should act quickly while these Kenku are distracted.
It's on the first floor, by the way.
Yeah, we got a plan of attack here.
What do we know about the Kenku? Can they see in the dark?
You mean nature check?
Yeah. You have a nature.
I didn't know much about that one. It's only a 3.
Maybe. You're not entirely sure.
I think it's a 5 because you're trained in nature, or did you take that one instead?
Oh, does that give me...
That gives you a +2 to it.
Okay, then it's a 5.
5?
Yeah.
5 would be enough. Yeah, Kenku would definitely have dark vision.
So it's equal footing here.
But the lights are on. Like the lights
all the lights are on?
Yeah. It's all torch, so there's no magical light. You can see it's all torch lit.
Well, maybe we can take out some of these torches, make ourselves a little more stealthy. Does your servant know if they're on the same floor as us right now?
Yeah, because we're mentally linked.
Yeah, he says no. There's looks like they're scrambling for cover, master. They appear to be spooked by my machinations of the second level, where they do not speak a language, but they're uttering about ghosts and specters. They seem to be spooked about.
You're doing a wonderful job, servant. Do you see a barrel?
Well, I see many barrels and crates and whatnot. They are all covered, though.
All right, let's get out there. With the high ground, we should have advantage. And if not, we'll get out of dodge. So let's post up, take cover, and start sniping some Kenku.
The rat does say the barrel's on the first floor. There's like a secret, not a secret room, but it's like a room tucked in underneath the stairs that lead up to the first level. So down the stairs, go behind the stairs. There's a room there with like food barrels and supplies and stuff.
Is that where my friend is?
That's where that beautiful guy was hiding in.
Oh, would it be secluded enough for me to avoid these kenkus, you think?
It depends how good you are.
All right. Let's try. My rat friend has another plan for us. Best rats in the city. You must be the best rats.
You gotta bring him some cheese.
Ask them how big the warehouse is.
We know how big it is just from looking around. I think it's like John said it's pretty massive.
Yeah, it's
like,
one.
St. Lawrence Market-y.
Yeah, it's about I think about half the size of the actual St. Lawrence Market building. It's pretty. It's a warehouse.
Yeah. So if we stayed low on this floor, John, do you think would we have cover from the kenku?
You would have cover. You'd also have advantage on your stealth checks as well.
All right.
It says here though, my servant can't get more than 60 feet from me.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
All right. They say there's a stairwell over there. Let's stay low to the ground. Go slow. We'll try to get away that way and see if we can meet up with, hopefully, Floon. All right.
Okay.
So we'll head out to stay low and move stealthily.
Everyone, give me a stealth check with advantage. 2d20. Take the best one.
12. Oh, I did not roll the second one.
Yeah.
20.
13.
So then add your +5. So you got 18. I got 15.
And your unseen servant got a 17. Oh yeah, so you all boom hug the floor. For Yosev, I'm sorry, your clothes are gonna get a little bit dusty. But you go almost chameleon-like going down the stairwell, and you notice that right at the base of the stairs, one of the kenku has his short sword out. It's kind of just like chirping like as a kind of like nervously looking around. Now that do you want your unseen servant to be doing the sounds on the second floor, or do you want him to join you?
No, I think he's better causing a distraction.
Okay, so he's still looking up at the floor. It's kind of like posting up guard at the bottom of the stairs, standing right at the bottom as you guys slowly come down behind him.
Servant, push one of the barrels off the top.
Yep. As you see this wooden barrel cracks open, you see dried potatoes go rolling out everywhere as he looks over and just kind of like gives that little like surprised hop, like whoop. His little crow talon just kind of like flare it and then kind of land.
He has no.
Sorry.
We might just want to like surprise attack him and take him down
out.
right now. Yeah. So I would love to hit him with advantage myself. Maybe like you ready also like a bolt of some kind.
Well, this would be a
Can I
surprise.
use
Right?
like one of the daggers the numerous bajillion of daggers I have?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys can do anything you want. So what I will get you to do is you're going to roll initiative for the surprise round.
20.
Yeah. Not bad.
Kenku. All right.
This dice is not my friend.
Dice jail. Let's get rid of all you guys. All right, Amalica. What did your not friendly dice tell you?
2 and then plus what ones?
It's your 3.
3.
So not good.
Yeah, 5. Sorry. Rolling low on initiative is not the worst.
Oh, okay. Well, fine.
What's the modifier on initiative?
It's your dexterity.
Oh, I see.
So 0 for you.
Kenku. Okay. Yosev, what did you get?
8.
8. Seth and Waywocket.
14.
14. Waywocket, you got the highest one. So the way surprise rounds work is that you guys do a round of combat, and because the character involved has no idea you're there, they don't get to act at all. So you essentially get a free round of action. Waywocket, you are up first.
And he has no idea that we're here.
He has no idea.
So
that
I
you're
have advantage on this?
Yes.
Sweet. Come on. Big money, big money. Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm
no.
rolling so bad on attacks. It's a 13.
That's a hit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're just wearing like cloth armor. Like they're not. Much like you guys in Alpha Strike.
Minimum damage, which is 6.
6 damage. You see the dagger or like an arrow?
That was a short bow attack
Short
from range.
You see this bolt go chunk, and you hear kind of like as you see feathers and blood come off of him as he takes 6 points of damage.
Okay, so I'm rolling d20.
Actually, it's Yosef's turn.
Oh,
next.
sorry.
That's all right.
I'm going to walk forward and What would be stronger? I have a short sword and I have a staff.
Magically, probably your sacred flame would probably do more damage.
But I'm worried it would cause a commotion.
Well, the commotion he's already bolted out in pain, so
Right.
they do know he's being attacked. You just get a free round to attack him.
Say no more. Sacred flame.
Oh, that's a dexterity save by Mr. Kenku. Gets a 9 on the dexterity save.
Which one of these fellas is my
D8.
D8?
Yeah, the diamond
There
shell.
it goes, yeah.
3.
3 damage. You see this radiant energy kind of incinerate. It's still standing. Looks very rough. Like his feathers are definitely smoldering. Kind of like that fire campfire. Like the sides of the feathers just smoldering in a little bit, leaving little bits of embers on the ground. But that is it.
As a bonus action, I'm going to ask the servant to push another barrel off the top.
You see another barrel go. Whoop. This one had a bit of heft to it, and you make him do an athletics check. Which rolls a 15 on. You see, almost like it's like a barrel of salt, but fish come out of it. And you see, off in the distance, you can see the 3 other Kenku who are getting ready to go either pull out crossbows or go for a stealth, get distracted by the barrel coming off the side. As you see now, salt and fish just spread all over the floor, kind of like mixing into the potatoes and the blood of the bodies on the ground. Amalica.
Okay. Wait, sorry, I totally zoned out for a hot second, but the bird is still alive.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, throw a cantrip at that guy.
Okay, so I roll this for...
Twice. Yeah.
Okay.
And take
Like
the higher.
2?
Yeah, roll 2 and then take the higher
Yeah.
of the 2.
What cantrip are you casting?
Oh, I feel like...
Probably frostbite.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It is range of 60. Yeah, if you want to be a little further back.
Yeah, let's do frostbite.
Boom. A bolt of cold comes out of your hand.
9, 5 and 9.
So the 9 plus 2 plus 3, so 9 plus 5, so 14.
That's a hit. So you see this bolt of cold go boom and slam into the back of the Kenku. So roll up your damage for the frostbolt, please.
So 1d6.
1d6?
Mhm. Plus then your modifier.
Not on cantrips, I don't think.
Oh, you are right. So it's a d6 and they have disadvantage on this next weapon attack.
Nice. So sorry, what was the damage?
5.
5. Well, he's not going to get his next weapon attack because you see this bolt of cold just kind of like this glacial spike go right through his chest as you see like these feathers that were not on fire now get covered in frost as he just goes and katunk, slumps down to the side.
Now we've evened the scores. That's great. Let's get into the secret room now.
Yeah, it's right behind you. I am going to have to make you go. Oh,
Yep, just a player's handbook falling.
that's all right. We're all good. Fix it in post. We will have to go through the initiative because the Kenku all go next, but it's a surprise round, so they can't go. So we're back up to Waywocket. So you get 30. Because you attack, you have to redo a stealth action if you wanted to go stealthily, or you can, you should still be able to make it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to try to make it into the secret room.
Yeah. You go around to the back underneath the stairs. It's kind of dusty and there's it's actually dim light back here. Your dark vision kicks and everything goes into black and white. As you see a door, you're going to open it up.
I will.
You open the door and you see a couple of ropes hanging on hinges and it's a cramped chamber and you see a barrel full of sour fish and vinegar. And you see behind the barrel is kind of someone crouching down, hiding.
Excuse me, are you Floon? Floon?
No, I was with Floon. They took Floon somewhere and I ran off and hid.
Oh, well, we're here to rescue Floon, but we'll help you out while we're here too.
It's like, oh, thank you. This is really gross back here. I tried to hide in the barrel. I don't know why I did that, but it smells awful.
It does smell awful.
Yosev, you are next. And you can hear this conversation happening with Waywocket in.
Mm-hmm. What's going on with the Birdman?
The Birdmen haven't acted yet. The one in front of you is dead. You can see the other one's kind of distracted looking up at the second floor, but you'd have to do ranged attacks if you want to get at them.
Mm-hmm.
Which Sacred Flame is a ranged attack if you want to try to flame one of them?
Yep. Okay. I'm going to have the servant push another barrel.
Kapunk.
And I will follow up with a Sacred Flame shooting across the...
All right. So you see this Kenku look up as you see this other barrel come by. It looks like it's filled with something wrapped in like little brown paper packages. You're not entirely sure what it is, but kind of makes like a clattering sound as it lands, as he gets hit by Holy Energy and rolls a natural 18 on the dexterity save.
Holy shit.
No damage.
It was actually him looking up, seeing the flame coming down from above, and just like jumps out of the way. Ka-toom, as you see a little scorch mark on the ground of where he was. Amalica, is your go.
Okay, so the other bird creatures are now aware of us.
Yes, they
so we are.
And you're kind of lined up in a line on the stairs right now.
Cool. And I've used all my spells and everything.
Well, you got cantrips.
Yeah.
Cantrips.
But
you
like
can
the
use for-
spells are
Yeah. Your spells are toast.
done. Okay. Let's see. So like, is there any way that I could use like prestidigitation to, because like they were kind of spooked by specters and ghosty kind of things, like something to distract them again, like maybe spook them with an illusion?
You could, but you'd have to be something a bit stronger than prestidigitation and minor illusion, because there's spells specifically to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Prestidigitation, I don't think, is strong enough to do a distraction like that.
Okay.
You need something like
Fair enough.
major image or something like that.
Okay. I'm looking. So,
They're all within 60 feet of you if you want.
Yeah, you're just frost biting one other one. Then they'll have disadvantage to attack us, which is pretty good.
cool. All right, let's do that again. Nobody likes the cold.
Yeah, D20.
20s?
Oh no, it got cold. It's a 7.
7 in total.
Yeah.
As you see, so how do you fire off? What's it look like when you fire off one of these frost bolts?
Oh, I guess kind of just like
Like it channels up in your like fingers out, flat palm. Like do you kind of wind it up like a baseball?
Or it'd be kind of fun. Now I'm kind of envisioning like dagger style, like kind of like throwing.
Nice.
Yeah, so kind of like just like kind of channels the energy and just like
Yeah.
like
So
outwards.
this ice dagger forms in your
Yeah,
hand.
she likes daggers. Like she likes pointy things and
daggers,
stabbies.
yeah.
So yeah, let's do like dagger style, like just like outwards, like shoom.
So you see this beautiful frost and ice dagger begin to form in her hand. It looks like something you'd almost find in an antique store, and then whoosh goes flying across. Unfortunately, the Kenku does see it coming and dodges out of the way. And you see it glance off the side of a barrel and just shatters into ice. All right. The Kenku are going to go. They can't see Waywocket, but they can see Yosev. So they're going to do one attack against you, Yosev. That is an 8 versus your AC, as you see a short bow bolt or a hand crossbow bolt hit the side railing of where you are. The second one is going to hit or attempt to hit Amalica. That is a 12 versus AC.
Ooh.
13.
Nice. So you see, again, you dodge out of the way as you kind of like finish that spin of tossing the ice dagger and just hits onto the stairs, onto the stoop or the step that you were before. And the final one who comes off near the door at Yosev. Oh, another 12 versus AC. Everyone's rolling cold.
No, I'm okay. No,
Actually,
I
12
hit it.
Yeah, 12
Oh,
hits
it's 12 a hit?
Yeah. He's 11 AC.
Oh, oops. That is for, what is that plus? Ooh, that is 6 damages that sinks right into your hip. Ka-chunk.
You are low on the HPs.
All right, back to the top. Waywocket.
All right. I'm gonna all right, if you want out of here, you're gonna maybe need to help us find a way out. And I will toss him a dagger.
It's like you see him catch it. It looks like he's got some martial training with the dagger.
Great news. And then I'm gonna try to pop out. I'm hoping that I'm hidden from these Kenku.
You are, but because of your height and the crates in the room, they're gonna have 3/4 cover.
That stinks. Can I move up to get that disarranged with that? I probably will lose advantage.
With the throwing knife,
What is the effect of 3/4 cover?
they just get a +5 to their AC,
That's not so bad, but I have advantage though.
so it cancels it out. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll stay where I am and try to roll with advantage because I'm.
it'll be canceled out. So just one die roll.
Oh, one die roll.
Yeah.
If I go up,
Oh, sorry.
that's right.
Disadvantage. +5 AC with advantage. Right.
Yes.
correct.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay low, have advantage, but have a +5 AC.
I feel like my brain just broke for the record.
Yeah, sorry, that's some inside baseball.
Oh.
Not bad. So that's 19 minus 5, so 14, I guess.
Well, their AC would be 18. You got a 19, so that hits.
Oh, sweet.
So roll your damage, and they are surprised, so it counts as sneak attack.
Sweet.
Or you rolled with advantage, so it counts as sneak attack.
Sweet. That is great damage. That is 14 damages.
You come jumping out. You kind of like kip off the side of a barrel. You see one of the Kenku who's looking up to see if other barrels are going to fall off the top. He looks at you as you just fire a crossbow bolt and go right.
It's a little short bow.
Short bow, sorry. As it goes right through his throat, you see him kind of cough and sputter and slumps down to the ground.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
I guess this makes up for the troll.
I'm pretty good at this. If you give me a chance.
You give yourself a chance.
Yosev, it is your go.
All right. First, my unseen servant is going to push another barrel down.
Yeah, you see the two Kenku who are left look like they're trying to line up shots, but again, as soon as that other barrel comes down, this one actually has what appears to be like dry goods, like a wheat or a grain type of thing, as it hits and shatters on the ground. As you now got salt, blood, fish, grains, and these small little brown packages that are all gathered up nicely, kind of making a nice little meshy middle part of the factory or the warehouse floor here. So what do you wish to do?
So I can take a bonus action whenever, take a regular action, and I can have a movement.
Yep.
Well, I think in that case, telling the servant to push the
Is your
thing
bonus
is your
action.
bonus action.
So I don't get unlimited bonus
No,
action.
you
No,
only
you
get
get one
per.
bonus action per round.
Okay. In that case, I am going to shoot off a quick flame
Sacred flame.
as I
And cross your fingers so
stagger
you don't get hit.
backwards into the room.
That's an 8 on the save, as again, these barrels are distracting these Kenku as it looks
Sweet.
up. And so roll your damage for your sacred flame.
Yeah, and hide in this
4.
room for sure.
4. Boosh. As you see, boom, radiant energy comes down and just covers this Kenku in holy fire. As it tries to pat down, you can again see like those burning embers on the feathers. It looks like it's desperately trying to pat itself clean. Amalica, you are up, and there's definitely some smoke coming off of one of the Kenku in the middle of the warehouse.
Did I make it to the room?
Oh, yes, and you made it to the room.
Sorry, my friends.
So wait, you're hiding now?
Yes, I'm badly hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, okay.
You really should have healed yourself last turn.
I mean, I feel like frostbite is working for me at this point in time.
Yeah.
There's 2 left.
There's a wounded one and an unwounded one.
Attack the wounded one.
Okay, cool. So I will use frostbite again on the currently wounded one. D20.
Yep. Roll it up.
I'm getting things slowly.
Sweet.
13 and then
Plus
plus
5.
Okay.
So 18. That's
18,
a
yeah.
18.
definite hit. Roll up your damage for it.
What?
As you again, she forms this ice dagger in her hand and just kind of fires it.
Oh, max damage 6.
Fire and ice.
Ooh, it is barely standing as it takes one right to the shoulder, and it looks like it's fire. It's an aiming arm for its hand crossbow, as it looks like it's definitely staggered by the blow, and it looks like it's barely clinging to life. The Kenku go up next. So the wounded one is going to fire back at the dark elf who shot an ice spike at her, made with disadvantage. That would be a 19 or 4.
Take the 4. Take the 4.
4, please.
So that is a 9 in total, which is a miss, I believe, on you.
Cool. Yes, for armor class 13.
Yeah, it tries to hold up with its shaky, with the ice dagger still kind of like you see that snowflake frost pattern just kind of like spreading across his shoulder as he tried to fire off and just misses completely, goes high up and hits the wall behind you. And the last one, because you can't see Waywocket at all, but can see Amalica. That is a 13 to attack.
That is,
It's a push.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
push.
it's a push.
Okay, so
If it's a tie, it goes to the attack.
Okay,
the attacker's
so-
attacker, yeah. So this will hit.
Yeah. So right in the
5.
stomach, seeing the damage its friend took, it shoots you right in the stomach as the bolt lands for
am I gonna die in the first game?
4 points of damage.
So
You have 1 HP
Yeah.
left.
well,
We'll
this
take
is-
we'll take a short rest after this.
We're back at the top of the order. Your friend in the pickle barrel.
Oh, yeah.
He comes running out, and for Yosev and Amalica, you see this guy covered in really nice clothes, but covered in pickle juice and brine as he comes running out with a small little dagger in his hand going, almost like an over-dramatic theatrical combat yell, like, oh, and throws the dagger at one of the Kenku. The one who's wounded rolls a natural 1, slips on the own juices. The dagger flips up in the air and lands poosh, in his own leg.
Ow.
4d4
I thought he was going to help us.
Yeah.
for 3 points of damage.
You gotta admit, that was pretty funny, though.
But he's on the floor. Pone's like, I've got a knife in my leg. How did this happen?
Oh, jeez.
You
Waywocket.
stabbed yourself.
I did not. I fell, and the knife dropped on me. I threw it at myself, if anything.
Do I remain hidden to the Kenku, or?
You'd have to redo a stealth check because you
Okay.
attacked last time.
Fair enough. Is he adjacent at all to any of these Kenkus?
Even if he was prone, but he's not.
Fair enough. I can't get sneak attack this time, which is fine. I will. So I'm gonna run up to make myself a target because my friends cannot take any more hits. And now, do I no longer they no longer have cover for me?
They no longer have cover.
Okay, all right. So that's
Elevated position.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah. Help Amalica. She looks awful. Actually, maybe wait till afterwards. Oh, sweet. It's a 22 to hit.
You hitting the wounded one or the fresh one?
Definitely the wounded one.
All right. Roll up your damage.
That's a 9.
You see it go right between the eyes, right down the beak of the Kenku, and kind of like splatter some brain at the back of it, slumps down onto the floor.
Ha! Mimic that, you Kenku bastard!
You hear out in the background, mimic that, you Kenku bastard.
He got me.
Yosev, you are up.
Okay, I have a question about my bonus actions.
Sure.
So I get 1 bonus action per turn.
Yes.
Can I use a different bonus action as my main action?
No.
No.
Sadly not.
So I've got to pick between the two.
It's a weird thing in the action economy in this game.
And the Kenku can't see me.
You've run hidden in the room. It knows where you are. It doesn't have a clear sight, so it can't attack you, but it knows where you are.
Okay.
You'd have to do a stealth action or hide action to stealth.
What is the range? What is the healing light? Is it sort of a beam that can come?
Is this your racial ability?
No, this is a class ability for the warlock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it can work in this room for sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
You don't need like a sky.
Yeah,
above you.
you can literally do it anywhere.
Okay, so for my first, I'm going to aim a healing light at Amalica.
And all right, so a healing light at Amalica.
Help me.
Don't worry, my friend. It doesn't matter if you die. It's only a 2.
Oh,
So you gain 2 hit points.
well, that's better than none.
That's true.
For my second action, I will place, having dispersed some healing light, I take my weakly glowing hand and place it on my own heart, giving myself a bit of a juice, my healing hands, and that just gives me a hit point, right?
hit
It's just
point,
1 hit
yeah.
point, yeah.
Ooh.
What are you at now?
And then I'm at 3. So
Yeah.
we're doing pretty good. We're doing
You're
pretty
both
good.
at 3 hit points. Oh no.
And then I collapse and I sort of like slump behind the gross barrel and I put my head on the back of the wall and I wait.
Pray to Pooh Bosh for some guidance. Yeah. After that is Amalica, as you see this glowing light come around you and kind of stitches up the wounds a little bit of where you've been.
Attack and hide! Attack and hide!
Yes, I 100% want that. I would like to not be stabbed anymore by anything. So attack and hide is, I feel, the consensus here. So I'm just going to go ahead and use frostbite again because that seems to be working.
There's one
Pretty
Kenku
good.
left, and he's standing in the open.
Yeah, we're going to throw that at him. D20, yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Getting the hang of this slowly but surely. 8 plus 5.
Yeah.
13.
13 is a push.
Nice.
So roll up your
So-
damage
Cool.
as you form up another glacial knife in your hand.
Ah, max
Nice.
damage.
So
You do kind of a, right from the hip, which so it hits the Kenku right in the hip. In the hip, you can see like that frost just kind of grow around and kind of like just affecting its movement. It's like kind of like short. It's like, "Grrr, I don't want to die."
And then I have to hide, yeah?
Yeah, you unfortunately attacked, so you can get cover.
Yeah, yeah, hide in the room where
Yeah, I
where our
want that.
friend is. Yeah,
Cool.
As you see Amalica come running down, you
he knows where you are.
give me an acrobatics check as you run by the guy in the ground. He's kind of left a puddle of pickle juice rind on the floor. So
Oh,
yeah,
don't slip in the juice.
Don't jinx it. 13.
Beautiful.
13, you're fine. As you can actually just kind of like surf slide.
Haha.
It's like, oh, why didn't you pull the knife out of my leg?
You did it to yourself.
Yeah, priorities, asshole.
Is it the Kenku's turn? You see him look, or for those who have eyes on him, you see him look around, does kind of a mathematical calculation, kind of like calculating on his fingers. You see him immediately bolt for the window and does a double dash and crashes through the window and runs away.
Excellent.
Yeah, tell that to your friends.
Yeah, tell that to your friends. Cool, cool.
Got that back at me.
I will call combat there.
Oh, geez, guys, you look not the best.
We nearly died again.
Great.
This has been a big night. Hey there, friend. I don't know if you want to keep the knife in
Please,
the wound.
please take the knife back. Please take the knife back.
All right, put some pressure on it, and yeah.
Oh my God.
Ugh, it's so bloody. Why'd you get so much blood on my knife?
I'm getting pickle juice in my wound.
I think it might be an antiseptic, so that's good news.
It stings.
Yeah,
It stings so much and it smells like pickles.
It's a good incentive to not stab yourself again.
I dropped the knife on myself. Thank you very much.
Hello. We saved you. Who are you?
Say, thank you very much. My name is Raynar Neverwinter. You may have heard of me. My father is quite famous.
Neverwinter, like the place?
Yes, like the place. Or sorry, Raynar Nevermember.
Never remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my father is the lord in charge of Neverwinter.
Oh, that's really convenient, I guess.
It can be. It can be. It's. I feel this is all my fault. Unfortunately, the Zentrim. I think they think that my father may have embezzled a large amount of gold while he was an open lord of Waterdeep, and he's hidden the dragon somewhere in the city. And they think they can find it by using an artifact called the Stone of Golor. It's such a weird name. It's strange.
And did he embezzle the money?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in like 20 years.
You might feel less shameful if you gave us your gold.
I don't have the gold to give you.
I'm going to roll some insight on these statements.
Absolutely.
It's a 15.
15, he's 100% being honest and covered in he's being pickle juice honest with you.
The Stone of Golor.
Yeah, which apparently was in the hands of the Xanathar Guild until recently. Apparently someone started and sparked off this whole war between the Xanathar's Guild and the Zentarim.
And they're looking for your father's embezzled money.
Well, I think they thought I may know something about it, but maybe use me as leverage, but I haven't spoken to him in years.
Well, what about your friend there? Floon. Any idea where they took him?
I'm not exactly sure. I met up with him at the Skewered Dragon. He was drinking with Volo, and we decided to continue the night. And then when we were walking back home, we both got jumped on the street, and I think they mistook him for me.
So did the Zentarim take him out, or did these Kenku mothers take him?
Well, the Zentarim took us. I don't know who the Kenku people were. As soon as they attacked, I saw the opportunity to run away and hide.
But was Floon with you when they attacked?
Oh, we got kidnapped and brought here, yes.
And so that the Kenku took your friend Floon.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's very frustrating. I was hoping you would know that. But, well, we'll have to fight another day. We should definitely take a snoop around here and rest our wounds, I think.
All right. He says, I'm just going to rest here, recover my knife wound. Yes, it was self-inflicted, but it was accidental. We've all made mistakes in our past, I'm sure.
Yes, I think we can all agree that we've made some mistakes.
Yes, if
Most
any-
of us have almost died several times tonight.
But not self-inflicted.
We are better than him in that specific way.
What's the principal source of light in the warehouse?
right now they're just regular mundane torches, like it just sconces everyone on the pillars inside the warehouse. It's pretty bright in here.
Okay.
And there is a big mess of bodies and everything on the floor.
Yeah, let's take a look through these bodies.
Loot the bodies.
Loot the bodies.
Is there anything interesting? You said there's something in one of the crates that like clunked when it hit the floor as well.
Small little brown packages that are like a barrel full of small brown paper wrap packages.
Might we want to go check those out?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so give me an investigation check.
Yeah, so I'll do some investigations.
Actually, instead of
Or a perception check if you will.
That's a
as
much
well.
better investigation check. It's 19 for Waywocket.
It's 12 plus.
Your investigation, which is an intelligence plus maybe a proficiency if you have it. It's on the skills list there. Kind of in the middle.
Find proficiency bonus.
Oh, it would just be that if you have a dot next to the proficiency bonus is +2. But
Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm so confused.
yeah,
All right, help me.
that one. So
Oh,
just
yeah.
your intelligence score.
Yeah, so 9. Yeah.
Yeah. So -1 is the modifier.
Oh, okay. So 11.
11?
I'd like to do an Arcana check to see if I can detect anything magical in this building. Is that
Sure.
how that works? It's just a 5.
Actually,
All right.
+2, so I think it's a 7.
Oh, 7.
Okay. So for you, Yosev, you don't really get the feeling of anything magical in the surrounding area. We'll say this takes about 45 minutes to an hour of just like searching around and healing up. Amalica, unfortunately, you're still kind of like grasping at your short bow wounds, or sorry, crossbow wounds.
In the stomach.
Yeah, not the best place to
Not
be
a
shot.
fun place.
But at least you're not covered in pickle juice while it happened.
It's true. It's not stinging.
You can also clean off your pickle juice with your prestidigitation.
Yeah, that's true.
Am I that covered in pickle juice though?
You're
Not very much, no.
Yeah,
I feel like
you're not.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
You
feel
could
like
help out our
that's
friend,
like
though, if you
Yeah,
wanted.
Raynar's covered.
could, but I think it's cleansing his wounds.
But for you, Waywocket, on the opposite side of the stairs, you do detect a secret door.
Secret door?
Looks like it's built into the side as you just, it simply looks like wood paneling, but as you push onto it, you hear it click and slide off. You see a couple of wooden crates, and it looks like a couple of kind of like paintings and sculptures and whatnot.
Oh, check out the goods over here.
Inside, you find looks like these were all they were all in crates that were coming down from from Neverwinter. And it looks like the Zents have stashed them in here. So what you find is a painting that depicts the cities of Luskan, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, and Baldur's Gate. They're all about, on your appraisal scales, about worth 75 gold pieces each. You definitely think that these are definitely hot items, though.
Oh, some stolen artwork.
And you also find about 15 10-pound silver trade bars. And the whole bundle of bars is worth 50 gold in total as well.
Well, I don't want to deal in hot paintings, but money doesn't really have owners, in my opinion, mostly spenders.
Finders keepers.
Yeah, I mean, these Enterim didn't get it on the level. But if we tell maybe the authorities about these stolen paintings, maybe we'd get some reward money also.
Just as you say, telling about the authorities, you see the front door of their warehouse go sliding open in a very Untouchables Elliot Ness style. As you see the Waterdeep City Watch come marching in, and you see a captain in full regalia, the feather in his hat, and a long spear comes out, slams it down, kind of echoes out. And he's like, "City Watch, everyone freeze! This is an official investigation. No one leave the premises."
This has not been a good
geez.
day.
He's really busy.
And we are going to call it there for the night.